Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports. Let me tell you something right now, y'all. It's almost time. It is almost that time, ladies and gentlemen, for our man ZO2, Lonzo Ball. You already know what it is. We know him. You understand? It's almost that time, y'all, for him to grace that Super Bowl stage. You understand? And take the Chicago Bulls to never before seen heights. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said it, goddammit. You heard it from the horse's mouth personally. You understand? I stand on everything that I'm saying. You know, so we ain't gonna waste too much time. We got a lot of news to break right now because news came out on Lonzo Ball and the whole rehab process. You know, it's a movie. You know, so I got some shit I'm gonna break down for you right now. It's a lot of content to break down for the people. Shout out to everybody that's here. Hit that like button. Shout out Slim. Shout out Thunder. Shout out Corrupt. Shout out Marquez. Salute to all y'all, man. So when I mean Super Bowl stage, mean just go, you know, just that big game vibe. You understand? So shout out to y'all. We're gonna continue this. Lonzo Ball is right on track, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I said he is closer to returning than most people think. You know, it's imminent. You understand, of his arrival. Right now on Friday, this Friday upcoming, will be 5 weeks total for Lonzo Ball, ladies and gentlemen. He is on track. According to Billy Donovan, nothing has changed with his time schedule. That was his quote-unquote remarks from Mr. Billy Donovan. His quote-unquote remarks was, nothing has changed with his time schedule. That's what we have from Billy Donovan personally. Like I stated before, I will repeat. On Friday, Lonzo Ball, will make 5 weeks of the rehab process into his 6 to 8 week recovery timeline, and Billy Donovan said nothing has changed. So we could very well be seeing Lonzo Ball grace the stage for the Bulls as early as next week. Do I believe it's going to be next week? I'm going to hold it right there. We'll get to that later on in the show. You understand? But I am here to tell you, you feel me? It's only a matter of time. It's going to be a long run for these Bulls, man. So get comfortable, man. Get your blankets. You understand? Just get comfortable. Take your shoes off. You understand? Because the Bulls going to be hanging out for a minute, you know, especially when Lonzo Ball get back in the game. You know, and like I said, shout out to the Bulls. They are going through a little situation despite that loss, but they going to get right back on track. So what does this mean? Because Lonzo will be joining back some of his fellow teammates who also have been out in the Alex Carusos of the world. You see what's going on with Brown. You know, he's back. So, you know, the Bulls are just becoming more dangerous and more dangerous and more dangerous by the second. You know, so with all of this going on with the Bulls, right, how can Lonzo Ball come in here and make something shake with a well-oiled machine like the Chicago Bulls? That's a hell of a question. We all know what he gonna bring. You understand? It's only a matter of time before he shocks the world once again and remind everybody who ZO2 is and what he brings to the table. Every time he's been counted out, he's counted himself in. Every time somebody has came and said some outlandish remarks, they found themselves walking their statements back in 24 hours later. You understand? So just everybody that maybe just causing the pause right now on Lonzo Ball, I want you to continue on with your bullshit, because at the end of the day, everybody will pay homage and pay their respects to Lonzo Ball. I'm telling you, at the end of this season, we could be sitting something pretty, like I just told y'all. I'm telling you, Lonzo Ball is ready to shock the world, and it could happen as soon as next week or two. Like I said, we well in. So about 3 weeks span, Lonzo should be back. I expect Lonzo to be back in between a week and a half to 2 weeks. It's Flight Sports. We got Marquez in the building. What's the deal,
Yes,
Quez?
sir.
Talk to the people. We live on Flight Sports.
I like to say this. I like to say we all gotta. We waiting for these haters to come through tonight. I ain't gonna say no names.
Who?
We got Skyler supposed to be coming in tonight. Hopefully Skyler come in and show his face. You know what I'm saying? Grace is that pressing with that haterism. But Lonzo Ball. About this news, how I feel, I'm excited. The Bulls need ZO2 to come back and ball. We need the ball boy to come back and do his thing.
Yes.
Because as you can see, he's much more of an impact than people give him credit for. You know what I'm saying? Like, without Lonzo and Caruso, defense is the reason why they've lost these games. Not because of the offense. It's the defense. Another point I got to say is, honestly, Flight took the words out my mouth. There's nothing else to be said. ZO2 is here. It's ZO2. You need the ball out. That's it. You need the ball. Because everybody's against you. Except for me and Flight on this channel. And Rave.
You're absolutely right. Like I stated before, man. What do you expect from Lonzo? Did you hear that the words have come out that Lonzo should be back as early? Like I said, nothing has changed with his recovery process.
Mm-hmm.
This Friday is 5 weeks. What's
Right.
your thoughts on Billy Donovan saying nothing has changed? There have been no setbacks. So it's almost like he's letting you know, like, yo, he could be back as early as next week. But, like, do the Bulls really need to rush Lonzo back? I think they
I
need
would
to be
rush Lonzo
patient.
back. I would make Lonzo wait another week.
Oh, yes.
Personally,
Yeah, don't rush Lonzo back. You can't.
Let's not rush the guy back.
Shout out to the chat.
Also, Flight, there's I don't know who said it in the chat, but I've been reading the articles and stuff. Caruso his wrist has officially healed, so we can also get Caruso back within a week or two. So that's two big names that can come
Alex
back.
Caruso will be back. I think Alex Caruso is going to pay dividends. That's why I say he's also going to be joining some fellow teammates that are out as well.
Right.
And these guys, I really like what Caruso is going to bring. These guys are going to bring a different dynamic to what is in play right now with the point guards that they've assembled, that they have on the roster. They are all formidable. I don't want to discredit. See, that's why I want to be very careful and delicate.
Right.
Because I feel like these are some great young players. But I just feel like these two guys will bring a different kind of level of intensity on defense that could fuel the offense that gives this team just a whole different dynamic when they're on the floor.
Right.
Go ahead.
When you think about, like, I ain't never seen this before, but I've seen a 6'7" point guard in this season go head up with a center. And we're talking about he clamped Marketing. We're talking about he clamped him pretty good. He clamped him like he was a normal point guard, Flight.
Right.
And that was just him by himself.
Yeah.
So imagine when we get Williams back. Imagine we get Caruso back. That's three of their biggest defensive players there, right there.
That's a fact.
And they all coming back together. DeRozan and Zach, now they have that relationship, that buddy relationship. They trust each other now. This is the perfect time to develop that relationship.
Yeah, I think the trust is at an all-time high, more than I've seen it exhibited all season long. I think the basketball is moving more than ever. I think it's a large part that I think these guys are starting to gel. They're getting to know each other, where guys want the ball, certain spots, locations, all that. I think that's things that they were kind of a little bit of friction in the early part of the season, even though that they were still overachieving, because you have a guy playing at an all-time level, and DeMar DeRozan and all of the firepower that's on this roster. I mean, it's going to be hard to fail.
All-time level. We're talking about MVP level.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, MVP level.
Right. If Joel Embiid is 1, DeMar DeRozan is 1A.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to sneak Joel Embiid in there, but I don't know how you could do that. It's gonna be telling to see who finishes higher in the standings. I think
Because
that's
DeRozan, I mean, Embiid's games are great, but DeRozan hit 2 buzzer beater game winners in 2 games back to back.
yeah. He definitely put himself in position. I think if he don't win the MVP, I think it'd be highway robbery. In my personal opinion, they have to give this guy the MVP. But I tell you what, Joel Embiid is on his heels. Let's see who finishes in the standings. I think if the Sixers catch Chicago, they give it to Joel Embiid. I think whoever could hold on to the highest seed and continue what they're doing, that's the thing. They got to be able to continue it.
Well,
He got
Flight,
he got Harden
since,
now, so his shot's gonna be
right.
easier. You heard him talking about this the most open he ever been. So don't be
Mm-hmm.
surprised if he started to take advantage of some of that. And that could put pressure on my man DeMar DeRozan. But I just hope that DeMar don't go out there just hell bent on the MVP award. You gotta play team basketball. You can't
Right.
go out
Like
here.
that. Like him going trying to hit that
Yes.
that over the shot fade away when he had Zach and Kobe wide open in the corner threes. That's
Yeah.
that's bad basketball IQ.
Yeah,
That's somebody like what Russell Westbrook would do.
yes.
That's something what Westbrook would do. I'm sorry. They paid you $34 million. You can't make those mistakes.
Yeah, you definitely can't do that, man. Like I said, it's going to be a tricky situation on how the Bulls navigate all of this. What do you think about Tristan? If we go back to the Bulls for 1 second, what's your thoughts on Tristan Thompson? What have you like what
Honestly,
you've seen
Flight,
from him? And tell me, can Lonzo gel with him and things
I'm gonna
like
be
that? I
honest
want
with
to
you,
get to
Flight.
him.
Honestly, Flight, I think Tristan Thompson is in over his head.
How?
Tristan Thompson is one of the talented is probably one of the
Salute to
talented
the
centers.
chants. Shout out the Gospel Slim. Continue.
He's one of the most talented centers in this game. I've seen Tristan Thompson at his peak. You know what I'm saying? Tristan Thompson at his peak wins championships. You know what I'm saying? But mentally, I think mentally he's still trying to get back and starting to realize, he's starting to realize that it's a team sport again and he gotta sacrifice himself for the guys. You know what I'm saying? Because he just got there. You know what I mean? I don't think he developed that relationship with the guys on the team yet. You know what I'm saying, Flight? Because
I
that
know
plays a big
exactly what you're
dividend.
saying.
You know, because AB was for example, AB was with the Buccaneers, and everybody thought it was okay until he goes back crazy on the sidelines. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Yes.
it's like you can't really. You can say he's happy and he's in a good position, but in reality, like that air ball, they were disrespecting him with that air ball. Like John Morant ducked on the sideline. It was terrible.
You talking about for Tristan?
Yeah, when he
But you gotta
aired that,
understand something. Let's stop acting like this dude is some offensive wizard. This guy's out there to do
listen.
specific things.
I'm not saying he was an offensive wizard. I know what Tristan Thompson is. It's the other Chicago Bull fans on this panel that hyped
I
him up.
understand. But what I'm asking you is, how can Lonzo Ball maximize his game?
Maximize his game, man.
Yes. And how does Lonzo fit with Tristan's from what you've seen over the course of these few games?
Oh, simple. All Tristan Thompson gotta do is run down the court. Lonzo's ball placement is perfect. He gonna give it to him. As long as Tristan is down the court, Lonzo gonna give you the ball. You just gotta be quick enough to go on the field and get open. He just gotta get open.
Right. I like what you're saying. I think that he's going to be able to provide some second chance opportunities as well with his rebounding. I think he's got some potential with that.
Because you guys
you
pay
need
attention.
to mute your mic when you're not talking. You got a serious echo going on now. We're not going to have this tonight. No, not Mark. It's Marvin.
Okay.
Yeah, mute your mic. What's good?
Like I was, yeah, what's good, Marvin?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Yeah,
but like I was saying, y'all notice how like Lonzo Ball, LaMelo, how they play. They're still playing like high school level basketball, because that's been how they've been trained their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like they running down the court. You know what I'm saying? Fight.
What you
They're
mean by
running down the
what you
court.
mean that Lonzo and Melo playing high school basketball? Like, elaborate. What you mean? What's your angle you going with that?
My angle is because
Oh,
LeVar has always taught them fast-paced energy, run down the court. Don't never sit in one spot and not do your job. Always try to be in every part of the game. You know what I
right.
mean? Be an all-around player. They've been doing that. That's that high school mentality, Chino Hills days. They've been doing that since Chino Hills days. When them three was just playing by themselves with nothing to prove.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they're still playing that game of high school basketball. It's still being fun for them. You know, it's fun for them.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
keeping their
I understand where
careers.
you're going with that. Yeah, they playing with free flowing. I think Lonzo Ball can get a little bit more free as well. I would like to see him be more free,
Right.
out there in Chicago. Like I said, I think he needs to come out and take the initiative as well. Hold on, we're gonna meet this guy. He got to take the initiative as well because
Mm-hmm.
everybody's plays a part in this. At the end of the day, I feel like
Exactly.
Lonzo and Billy Donovan need to sit down and figure this shit out because
Agreed.
this is your starting point guard. You invested millions of dollars in this guy, gave this guy a lengthy contract. Y'all two got to figure this out. Head coach,
Right.
starting point guard, number one.
Because
Then
Lonzo's problem is Lonzo got the talent in the world to be the best point guard the NBA has ever seen. His problem is he don't know when to turn that aggressiveness on and off.
Oh, well, I can understand where you're coming from with that. And like I said, at times Lonzo Ball does exhibit that behavior. Like I said, I think Lonzo Ball, he gets into doing whatever the game kind of dictates, and like Lonzo will adapt almost like a chameleon to the type. Oftentimes, sometimes if he can't adapt, it'll look ugly. But for the most part, he's out there trying to adapt to what the game is presenting itself. But I do feel like he needs to take the initiative
Right.
and really take his offense to the next level and go after it, get after his offense. Because like I stated, when he's more aggressive on offense, the playmaking ability just blows up, just opens up wide. Pause. Like it's just he's so much better of a facilitator when he's
Right.
aggressive on offense. When Lonzo is stagnant on offense, these people are not even looking in the passing lanes to deflect.
They're not.
While they're
And
going to deflect, they're not
and
even playing
flight.
him
They're
as a
not even
scorer.
trying to deflect the
They'll
ball,
just
flight, because he's
you
putting
can't
it in
have
ball
that. You got to
placement.
have the defense thinking. You got to put the defense on their heels. You understand? I want Lonzo got to always put especially as
Right.
the point guard on this team. But another thing, Lonzo Ball's the perfect guard coming to this basketball team because when you look at this team, it's just fully loaded on offense. It's just crazy. You
Right.
need a
You
guy.
got Zach.
Yes. You got you don't need another guy trying to get 30. You need a guy
Zach
that's
don't give
gonna
you
come
30 at night. DeMar just need to give you 20 or
right.
25.
Right. They need a guy that's
Toby
gonna come.
White can give you 15 off the bench. And your defense, when Vooch is at playing his high time level, Vooch can give you defense. And if Vooch is your defensive liability, you still got Caruso and Lonzo.
Right. You
So
like
it's
I
like,
said, you good point on that. What does Caruso do and Lonzo, like I said, with them interchanging, because I think how does it work with the depth chart? How, in your humble opinion, because you are a Bulls fan, right?
I'm a Knicks fan, but
Oh, you're Knicks. Okay,
I'm
okay.
I'm the fan of the East, because the East is
Okay.
a brotherhood. So I kind of, even though I'm on the bottom, I still want to see my teams. I want the East to be competitive, because as long as we competitive, it makes NBA competitive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
like, whose mic is that?
What you think about the depth chart with this team, with these collection of guards? Do you think that Caruso and Lonzo just automatically leapfrogs in front of the guards that they have in front right now? Because prior you got Lonzo as the starting point guard, and also you have Caruso, who was pretty much like your sixth man in so many words, right? But yeah, that's a fact. Shout out Torin too. He said Senator Stephen A. Smith invited the mayor to come to his show. He did. I wonder what the hell he would have tried to fuck with him with. Shout out Sky. He says Sky throwing haymakers tonight. No, yeah. Marquez was good.
Yeah, I'm back. But like I was
You said, we waiting for Zoe to get back. He will be back shortly. I will read off the article in another second for the people that's rolling in. Go ahead, Marquez. What were you saying before you lagged out?
I was saying that you asked me about the depth chart between Caruso and Lonzo Ball, and I have an analogy flight that I would like to use in this situation. Caruso and Lonzo Ball's defense is like a jab hook from the heavyweight champion of the world. It packs so much punch and it's delivered right at the right time to where you need it, right? To the point to where if Lonzo got to go and be the offensive playmaker, Caruso gonna be that dog and make the defensive stops for Lonzo, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? They're like the Wonder Twins. Like they could just feed off each other because they're both defensive players. They've been playing for each other since their rookie year. You know what I mean? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I think.
Shout out Scott. He said the Pelicans beat the Lakers so bad they fired Jordan. Oh yeah, they let his ass go.
Hey, Flight. I got something to say. Hey,
What's
Sky.
up?
Sky, you commented. Come on this panel. Come here on this panel. We're not done with you, Sky.
This guy been looking for Sky. Sky, he was mentioning your name as soon as the show started. He was like, "Where's Sky?"
I want the smoke. Come in here.
What was y'all arguing about?
Nah, cause Skylar or Sky was over here trying to say that my team was irrelevant and all this other crap, and he was being extra, right, Flight? And I was like,
"Oh yeah, the Knicks,
this is the same person, right? I'm a Knicks fan, but it's the same person that said Lonzo Ball was a 5-star bench player. He's the number one Lonzo Ball hater, in my opinion. So he need to come up here and explain himself. What's going to happen when Lonzo Ball come back and they get number one? Will Sky come up here and pay homage and shut his mouth? Will he go silent, Flight?
I don't know. Sky be having a hard time paying homage for whatever reason. He got to stop this.
Flight. I trolled and said James Harden. I trolled last night and said that James Harden and they got the same relationship as Shaq and Kobe in 03, right? And everybody called me blasphemy for it, right?
Right.
But Sky can go up and get set up and call my team irrelevant, and the New York Knicks been relevant since '71. That's all you need to know about who knows basketball here.
Yeah, like I said, the Knicks got to get it together, though. Like I said, we're not a finished product.
We're not a finished product. We got to work.
We got a lot to do. The Knicks, they got to speed up this developmental process. I like to see them make a trade because, like I said, they tried the youth movement. They've accumulated a lot of young players. I don't really think you really only hit maybe with one or two. You definitely one in the possible if you want to go with Obi. I think RJ's a home run, and then who else?
Quickly.
Yeah. I mean, he's all right. I mean, I'm talking about in terms of flash and star potential.
Oh, those are the only two we got.
Yeah, I think that they could be a force later on down the line, maybe 3 to 4 years from now. Maybe RJ a little sooner, but I think you got to wait on dude. I think he could be a guy like Miles Bridges. Why he can't be a Miles Bridges type? I think Obi need to start modeling his game like a Miles Bridges. Why he can't play like that?
Because they do basically the exact same thing. Because one could argue Obi's more athletic.
He can dunk.
Obi's more athletic. You think about it.
Listen, I don't want to burst nobody's bubble. Yeah, but Obi is athletic, man. I gotta give it to you.
Obi's way more athletic than Miles Bridges. It's just he don't get no love because of the Knicks record so far. But he's definitely way more athletic than Bridges.
I don't know, bro. Shout out the Gospel. He said the same chemistry as Shaq and Kobe after 2 games. I don't know. KD the greatest small forward. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. LeBron's a small forward too.
Your team irrelevant. Now the Knicks would be all right. It's all doom and gloom right now.
I bet you he's a Sacramento Kings fan. Leave me alone. You're a Kings fan,
shout
bro.
Out Isaiah Curry. He said, "What's good, Flight?" Yeah, we got Flight, Dex in here. We got Marquez.
What up, Dex? What's up with you?
Well, he'll be here in a second. He told me that he'll come back in a second. He is in here though, but he'll be in here in a second.
Yeah, shout out to Dex.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the whole chat, man. We're here discussing Lonzo Ball. Like I stated before, his return is imminent, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be back sooner than you think. Dex was good. He was asking about you.
Yes, sir. I was just finishing up some food, and
Dex. Dex said
we got a
last. He
packed
said
house
last
tonight.
night's stream was so boring. Dex left early.
No. I mean, man, listen, dude. You know how much stuff I be doing throughout the day.
Dex, I know. Dex, I know. You let us know. We know how much stuff you be doing. You let
You
us
know what I'm
know.
saying? But
He
anyway,
be
nevertheless, we just hope that Lonzo Ball, when he comes back, he comes true to form, and he can make an impact as soon as possible. We
I
don't
think
want him to be
his
dragging it out.
I think his impact game would be like a couple steals, a couple assists, but don't expect too much on the point boards coming out his first game.
Well, you can never expect too much from a point board with Lonzo because of the two dominant ball handlers they have out there on the court at any given time. And then you have Booch, and Booch been coming along, especially
Mhm.
with the last 20 games. Out of
Yeah,
5 out of them 20 games, he didn't do so well. But 15 out of those 20 games, Booch been playing like a all star. You follow what I'm saying? Even
yeah,
though he didn't make it, but he's been playing that way. It's just that his behavior pattern is just trending in inconsistency. And
yeah.
Lonzo is kind of like right there too behind him with the inconsistency. So
Right.
I just want to know when it comes to Lonzo Ball, is that those other guards been assisting the ball, pretty decently,
All right.
and he hasn't really been assisting the ball to me at a clip that I expect.
Right. Especially how he came out from college. His numbers definitely went down compared to his college numbers.
So
You
hopefully,
know.
when he do comes back, he will come back to form, and his calibration will be up to par.
Man, Dex, you might never know. He might come back as Bucky. You might never know. He might start as Bucky Barnes and come back Winter Soldier. You might never know. He might have a you know what I'm saying? He might have a
Right.
secret serum up there somewhere. You might never know.
Shout out Foreign in the chat. He says Zoe is 5 weeks in from his 6 to 8 weeks return date. That's an absolute fact. I stated that before, ladies and gentlemen. Lonzo Ball is right on track. This Friday will make it 5 weeks. Billy Donovan has stated that nothing has changed with his time schedule. You understand? So 6 to 8 weeks is the recovery window, and this Friday to be 5 weeks, and nothing has changed. No setbacks, nothing. So I don't know what Billy Donovan is trying to say. Dex, if you're the Chicago Bulls and Lonzo says he's ready to go next week, do you hold him out for the 6 to 8 weeks, or you try to push him out there a little sooner to secure a top 3 seed? What are you going to do?
I mean, if he says he's ready, he's ready. I mean, you can get him out there. But I doubt if Lonzo's going to say he's ready early. I don't think that's his character to say that he's ready early. He's going to come back exactly when he says it's needed to come back. Because the Bulls are not in dire need of him, but they need him.
Because they need to clinch
And
that number one seed. They need him to come back.
well, they already surrendered that number one seed. That's a foregone conclusion. Listen, it'll be practically a miracle for them to gain it back, especially with Philly that's on their heels, and Miami is still continuing to win.
Ooh.
So
Dex, that means the
the
Bulls
Bulls
might
might
to
not
go
get that
against
one seed back.
Brooklyn. They might go against Brooklyn. When it ends, they might go against the Nets.
Say that again.
They might go against the Nets.
Who might go against the Nets? What are you talking about?
The Bulls.
Oh well, I
If the,
wasn't. I wasn't on that right now. I was talking about his timetable. I was basically on the question answering the question that Flight answered about would he come back early if he said he was ready to come back early.
Nah, I wouldn't push that issue because you could risk an injury that way. Him coming back early.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to come back early, even if he's ready to play tomorrow. I think he's going to wait out the exact time, that 6 to 8 weeks, maybe come back the 7th week or something to that nature, and then play ball. I don't see him coming back earlier. But you never know, but I don't see it.
That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I agree with you. Shout out to the chat, man. Lonzo Ball, his return is imminent, ladies and gentlemen. This Friday makes it 5 weeks. So 6 to 8 weeks, the window. And Billy Donovan has stated there's no setbacks. Everything is on track. Dex has stated that Lonzo Ball is the type of guy to extend it out the full 8-week period. So that could be is like I said, towards the tail end of this month, where we can expect Lonzo Ball. Let's hope sooner. But
the young man is down in Miami just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't see him trying to rush back soon.
Yeah, he chilling. Yeah, I saw on his Instagram. He just chilling with his old lady and on the beach on Miami right now somewhere. I don't think he really cared about the fact he's coming back right now.
I think that means it's safe to say he is good. Like I said, everything is good.
Right.
Yeah, that could be true.
Yeah. So Lonzo definitely got to tear it up.
As far as the Bulls' record, there's no push. But when you look at the inner extremities of the Bulls, as far as their defensive stance and things of that nature, those inner conversations that they probably having amongst themselves, that might have a sense of urgency. But as far as a win-loss record, I don't think that has a sense of urgency because I feel the Bulls just want to stay in that Goldilocks zone, which is the 1 through 4 seed, so they can have a first-round home playoff series. Anything other than that, I think the Bulls will be disappointed.
Now, you say you're gonna be disappointed?
Yes, yeah, as a team, because they're being in the top 4 all year long. You know what I'm saying? So if they happen to get pushed out of that Goldilocks zone due to their play on the court, I think that would be disappointing to the Bulls. But overall, it's still an achievement and it still exceeded expectation, even if they get to the sixth or the 5th seed. Because all they wanted to do is become a part of the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like they got cheated if something like that was to happen. Because to me personally, I think the Bulls should be definitely a conference finals bound team. Under any other circumstances, they've been a conference finals worthy team all season long. And they've been snake bitten by a lot of different shits. So I hope they don't get cheated, man, because they deserve it, man. Because I don't know what the future has.
I don't think that's a proper a way of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? If you actually just put down the scope of the whole Eastern Conference, it seemed like the whole 10, from 1 through 10, that are actively still involved in a playing scenario have been snake bitten. Yeah. I don't think nobody escaped that plague this year.
Everybody shouldn't be losing around the exact same time.
If you was to do a roll from Miami all the way to the Hawks, you could say that for each and every team. And everybody's just fighting their way out of this bag of injuries that has plagued every team playoff scenario.
Right. Salute to the chat. Yeah, the playoff scenario is gonna be crazy, y'all. Like, ladies and gentlemen, Lonzo Ball.
Somebody mic is not coming in. I hear you trying to get in.
Who said that?
But the mic is not. Your mic is.
My mic.
Now is good.
Go, go,
Okay.
go, Marquez.
Well, but I was just saying like with this whole conversation. I was saying on this note, I agree with everything y'all guys been saying, but I would like to add something I think it's because everybody in their mind want these teams in the playoffs to what's the say?
Yeah, a flight. Unmute your mic, or can you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I think Marquez having. Are you having issues over there, Marquez?
No,
What,
I'm good.
Marquez, what did you say?
Oh, I was saying but like I was saying like I was y'all can hear me now because my
Yeah, I
phone
can
be
hear you.
glitching.
Go ahead.
I was saying that I think that we're so like playoff terms wise, I think that this playoff is gonna be the best playoffs we had in a while. Like I think this might be the most
Who's
competitive since
we?
Kawhi going to
The
Toronto.
Bulls?
Huh?
You talking about
Who's
the
we?
Chicago Bulls?
Yeah, I'm talking about in terms of the East fighting for the championship to get to the championship. This whole
Oh, okay,
East from
okay.
1 to 10 is
Oh,
competitive.
oh, you trying to say the East in general is going to be crazy in the playoffs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in general.
it all can depending on these matchups. Somebody gonna go home early that's not supposed to. Let's hope it's not one of our faithfuls.
But flight.
But somebody's going home so that you wouldn't expect. One of these people gonna get their shit all crumbled. Go ahead. Who's about to say
Yeah,
something?
but see, the thing of it is this right here. When Milwaukee won the championship, that raised the heightened and awareness of everybody's in the East because Brooklyn didn't make it. If Brooklyn would have made it and won, I don't think the East will be this viral. I
Yeah,
think the East will be a little lackluster because Brooklyn was expected to win, and they will be the behemoth that sits in the middle of the road. But since Milwaukee, a small market team with basically one superstar, won a championship. You follow what I'm saying? He
Right.
didn't align himself up with a gang of haulers.
Superstars. Right.
yeah, not a gang of stars, but that was a super team. It just didn't have the crazy names.
No, it wasn't a super team. I
You
don't think it was
had
a super team. I
Giannis,
think it was a
Middleton,
well orchestrated team
Harden.
to compete in the thrones of the playoff situation, and where arenas will be full of tension and rigorous. I don't think the Milwaukee Bucks was a super team. Now the Brooklyn Nets was a super team because you
Oh
got
yeah, super
Kyrie, you
team.
got
Yeah,
Harden, and you got Durant. That's a super team. You feel me?
right.
Milwaukee is not a super team. They only had two All Stars.
Yeah, well, yeah. Holiday is a former All Star, but at times he could play at an All Star level. He's no slouch. You ain't gonna walk over him, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him like that. You got to put some
Holiday is
respect
good,
on
but it's not great flight.
You right about that.
Right. Holiday is their big three by default.
Yeah, definitely,
You
definitely.
know what I'm saying? Like Holiday's a good player, but if they get a bigger star, he wouldn't be a part of the big three.
And that's why I'm saying the Eastern Conference is basing their grit and their grind on cannibalism because they're feasting off each other. The Western Conference, they only top heavy. They basically only got really three and a half teams. And I would say, depending on Denver and Dallas, how they approach the playoffs, they that half because they only got Phoenix, Warriors, Memphis, and either
LA.
Dallas or Denver will be that half a team.
Right, right.
Because I don't have no faith in Minnesota. I have no faith in the Lakers. I have no faith
That's
in the
tough.
Clippers. You
That's
know what
tough.
I'm saying? I have
That's
no
tough.
faith in the Pelicans or Portland.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna wonder if
they
he was
just
gonna
top
say that.
heavy. Whereas the East, 1 through 10, can just rise up and pop somebody. So the East is basically feasting on itself. It's a cannibalism that we haven't seen in a long time coming out of the East.
It's like, and not only that, like, and not only that, y'all got 1 through 10, but then you also got 11 and 12 trying to fight for a play in. That's the crazy part. 11 and 12 trying to fight to get in. That's what make it better.
Somebody asked me a question about Utah. I just don't see Utah really being serious
Nah.
and making a dent in anything that's going on in the top four of the East of the Western Conference. I just think Utah once again is fool's gold. They're going to have a decent season, but once they get into the playoffs, they're going to show again that they're just not ready and it's not their time.
They need another superstar. That's what they need. They need another superstar. They got Mitchell and they got Gobert. They need somebody else. They need somebody else. For real,
Facts.
for
Shout
real.
out Chaz. Shout out NBA old boy. Shout out Basil. Shout out
Chaz, you
Rap.
did your thing last night.
What's up?
Chaz did his thing last night with those memes, with those animated memes. That was so
That was
fire.
old boy.
I watched that whole stream all over again just to see how those memes was being inserted as we were speaking, and it was so
For real.
tiny.
That was
Zen,
NBA old boy who did that.
bruh, Zen was
Yeah,
freaking.
Zen did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zen,
Zen.
Meme King. I'm calling him Meme King. Meme King was killing it last night, bruh. Meme King was killing it.
Yeah. Like I said, shout out to y'all, man, who've been waiting for Lonzo Ball's waiting arrival. You know, it's pending, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulls about to be whole once again. You know, so with all of this team, with the whole collection of the guys together, Marquez, where do the Bulls stack up with the top teams in the East?
Easily top 3, top 4 in the conference.
Shout out to Quiz. Oh my
Shout out
God, he's
Quiz.
ready. He done heard enough. Quiz done heard enough.
Man, I ain't even hear anything. But shout out Flight Sports and the panel. How you guys doing?
Shout out Quiz,
Here we
man.
go. What's up?
We're in here talking Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball's return is imminent. You know, he's well in. This Friday will make it 5 weeks. He's on track to that 6 to 8 weeks. Billy Donovan stated there are no setbacks. Lonzo Ball is on the way. Quiz, what's your thoughts?
Well, I'm just excited for the young fella to see him, you know.
Oh,
back
and
on
he's
the court.
ratcheting up the intensity in rehab too, ladies and gentlemen. He's ratcheting up the intensity.
Yeah, he
Continue,
should be
Quiz.
getting
I'm
ready to
sorry.
do. Shouldn't he be getting ready to do? Is he doing a contact practice yet?
I didn't get all of the details on that. That news didn't break yet, but I'll monitor the situation.
Well, I'm gonna tell you my real thoughts is that it couldn't happen.
Hold on a second. I'm
quick
sorry.
enough.
Let me repeat this. It says that the next step's a change of direction, running, and plus ramping up the intensity of sprints. So that was that's the two next stuff that he has to do. You know, that's next.
He'll be back very soon, but it couldn't happen soon enough. They're definitely gonna need him, especially with the with the power moves that were made in the East. The Bulls are definitely gonna need some defense for sure. Because I just got finished watching the Nets team, and I'm not talking about Ben Simmons, Kyrie, or KD, but they have a bunch of scrappy dudes. Their defense is playing really, really good right now. And they're gonna need Lonzo back and Caruso ASAP to compete for the playoffs, and I think that they'll do very well. And I think that like Lonzo, like as much as we talk about it, and sometimes I don't even want to feel like we're gassing it too much, but Lonzo is the key ingredient for the Bulls' advancement in the playoffs. That's my honest opinion. They
He's
need
a soul
that dude
stone.
because he
He's
does
a
stuff
soul stone.
that there are very few people on that team that do. So he's very important. He's a very important piece to the puzzle. So I know the Bulls can't wait to get him back.
That's facts.
Yeah, well, he's most definitely needed. I mean, that's not even a question to ponder on, because the Bulls have dipped so far, Quiz, down into oblivion when it comes to defense. Whereas they was one of the marquee defense, and they had something to hang their hat on each and every game they played when their team was basically fully knitted together, only in absence of Patrick Williams. But other than that, they have dipped so far. It's almost like, what the hell happened? Because the question is Lonzo that good? Is Caruso that good? Or are the Bulls that good? It seems like that's a $64,000 question right there. It's
64.
Well,
because how
the
could
interesting thing, Dex, is we spoke about this before. We spoke about the defensive rating for the Bulls, how it's just completely plummeted, because you're right on point with that, because that's exactly what happened the second that they lost Caruso and Lonzo, right? We also know that those are easily their two best defensive players. People could talk about a couple of other players who don't get as many minutes as those guys. We also know that Lonzo guards pretty much everybody. They put him on all the best players on the other team, right or wrong, Dex?
right, and that slows them down, and that gives that slows the competitors down and gives the Bulls an opportunity to build momentum. And I'm glad you said that, Quiz, because you were so spot on. What happening now is that they're not slowing the other team's best player down, so the Bulls are not getting that momentum they need to take leads or even to come back from a deficit. Now the Bulls, when they play, it seems like they're just playing to hang on, and I don't like the way that looks because nobody seems to be stepping up except to me, Ayo DeSumo on defense, and that's
Right.
the only player that you can say going to play defense, a rookie, and some of you vets, and I'm calling out Levine right now because Levine, you went to the U.S. Olympic team, you won gold, so that goal was met. But you had set another goal, Levine. You wanted to learn how to play defense, and you wanted to be a good defender, and you wanted that to translate into wins for the Chicago Bulls. I have yet to see that defense from Levine.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, hey, what can I say? But the reason why this is really important right now, man, I can't emphasize this enough.
And that's disturbing, Quiz. I'm telling you, Marquez, that's disturbing. Flight, that's disturbing. Woods, that's disturbing to me.
because he promised he would bring that defense, and he hasn't been bringing it.
Yeah,
It's
because
very disturbing.
he said it, right? He promulgated that. He announced that. He paraded the fact that I'm going to be a better defender. I am a better defender since being a part of the Olympic team and being a part of that journey to win gold for the U.S. And now I'm going to bring that back to my team. It seemed like DeMar DeRozan has derailed a whole lot of mindsets on that team. That's what it seems like to me. And it's not DeMar DeRozan's fault because DeMar DeRozan is on his journey to greatness. DeMar DeRozan is on his journey to redemption because that's what it seemed like to me. DeMar DeRozan wants redemption because of his reputation of being DeMar DeFrozen. He don't want that no more. He don't want that tag on him. He don't want that moniker on him anymore. He want to erase that look so it won't enter the minds of the masses when they watch him play.
Dex,
So-
question for you.
Yes.
LeBron James haunted DeMar DeRozan for how long?
Yeah, what? Say that again.
LeBron James haunted DeMar DeRozan for how long?
10
6
years.
Hunted
years.
everybody. He
Now
hunted everybody
Giannis-
for 6
And now Giannis is there. And is that going to be the same issue?
Nah.
Or has
Well-
he taken a step?
Well, you know what, Zen? If you refer that to me or the panel, I would like to take a stab at that. I
That
think
was for
the
you,
ghost
Dex.
I think the ghost of LeBron is gone. I think it has evaporated from DeMar, especially seeing that the Lakers have basically dissipated as being a front runner for winning a championship with LeBron and Anthony Davis and Russell. And coming off the bench, Carmelo. It seemed like that has dissipated out of the talks right now. And even Stephen A. Smith, old media himself,
LeBron's
Mr.
hurt.
Old Media himself has been trashing the Lakers Shannon Sharp, who's an avid fan of LeBron and the Lakers, has been trashing the Lakers. So it seemed like that's a foregone conclusion that the Lakers will be relevant when it comes playoff time. And so I think DeMar sees that, and now he's being relieved. He took a sigh of relief, a deep breath, and now he is soldiering this journey of redemption
What I'm
because
saying
LeBron's not in the East
is
anymore.
what I'm saying now is Giannis the new LeBron, and is he going to run into the same problem, or do you feel like he's taking a next step that he can get past it? Because I
Yeah,
honestly, Giannis is
Giannis
a
is not
problem
no
for
LeBron,
everybody.
so I don't think he's afraid of Giannis because he looks at
Okay,
Giannis as a youngster. You follow what I'm saying? Even though he's
sure.
great, but he looks at him as a youngster, whereas LeBron was looked upon as a
The
big brother.
OG, yeah, OG
Yeah,
type. I get it. I
exactly.
get it. That makes sense. Salute to everybody on the panel. Salute to chat.
So
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
think about that, Wood?
What we on now? What we on?
Well, we were talking about DeMar
We on LeBron.
DeRozan. No, we was basically talking about DeMar DeRozan facing the ghost of LeBron. And I was basically saying since LeBron is not in the East and the Lakers are not really relevant in this playoff endeavor this year, that the ghost of LeBron probably has been eradicated out of DeMar DeRozan's mind, and that DeMar DeRozan, that title, that nickname, it seemed like he's trying to erase that from the minds of the masses.
I mean, he's in a better place now. Better teammates, better city. Better, he's in a different mindset in a different area. So it might be a resurrection with with this himself, but at the end of the day, it's about the teammates you got, the culture you have, the energy, the environment, everything. All that stuff play a factor when you doing better with yourself or feel better about yourself. We don't know what problems they had over there. What was he, Toronto last? Right? They traded him. Is that what you?
Before San Antonio, do we think DeMar has ever
Okay.
had a better team than this, or is this the best team he's ever played on?
Yeah, I mean, that's just here to say. I'm not in the locker room, 'cause like I said, we see what's on the outside. We see the narratives of the media and the videos and whatever they want to slang it, and it does play an effect in our judgment of what the situation is. But at the end of the day, it matters what's in the locker room. We don't know how they feel about each other. Like a lot of these players be hating against each other. Like we don't. It's a lot of hate going on. It ain't all peaches and roses when you see it on the news. They might cut it and edit it like it's something. Oh,
Hmm.
everybody's happy, but you can also edit it the same way and be like, oh, they don't get along. But I don't like making judgments on situations like that because it's a lot of stuff, like I didn't know what was going on in the locker room. Just even the Chicago Bulls, all that stuff when Jordan came out with that documentary or whoever did it
Right.
for him, there was a lot of animosity in that locker room. And we would have never known, but at
Obviously,
the time when we was watching it and we was
nah.
watching it in real time, we thought everything was fine. Kerr was fine, everybody was fine. But when you
I think
look
it was
back
cool.
and yeah, you look back and they tell the story, it's like, dang, I didn't know all that was going on, but they were still playing at the highest level, even though all that stuff was going on. So I really want to judge and say it's the best situation he ever been in, but I can tell you that people that he with, everybody's
Hmm.
all good. This is like everybody's happy, everybody getting along, nobody's trying to be the top dog, and that goes a long way when trying to win. That the egos of everybody is not, you don't have the one LeBron that's the top dog, and everybody else is a bunch of peons, and you have to do what he say. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anybody
What do
with
y'all
me?
think, talent
Yeah,
wise?
I could ride with that right there because the thing of it is that it seemed like they shout each other out on Instagram and repost each other and things of that nature. But it seemed like when they
Yeah,
get on the court, it seems a little different. Like, wait a minute, why you didn't swing that over there? Why you look him off? Or why did you take
yeah,
that
they
shot
human.
when there's other things available?
They human
Yeah,
too, and they need their points, and if the nigga don't the score, most of the game he don't get his points, he gonna feel some type of way because he human. We all human, and they need to make their money and feed their families just like anybody else. And it's just animosity. Like I said, you have to have a bunch of people with everybody have low egos. You can't be having the alpha dogs up in there and the commercial dudes and all that stuff because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it just don't mesh. You can't just have people. Like LeBron, I mean, he cast a big shot. You play with him, you make one mistake, like they ready to kick you off the team playing with LeBron.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan got dismissed. DeAndre Jordan got dismissed today. Did y'all see that?
Oh, did he?
Oh, he gone. Got cut right after that
His
pass
attitude.
last game.
It was
He
his
gone.
attitude. If you look at him on the bench, sometimes the way he be looking out there, you could tell with some people's body language that they ain't having a good time. They just there for the ride.
Well, he ain't riding no more.
Yeah, and that was devastating. But nevertheless, the Lakers are in shambles. The Bulls are teetering. Y'all got to be honest. The Bulls are teetering on a collapse if they're not careful here, because they're entering. Yeah, they're entering the toughest part of their schedule, and they have the poorest record. They have the poorest record when it comes to playing the top 8 teams in the Eastern Conference. They are dead last in winning percentage against those teams. And these are the teams that they're going to be facing in days ahead. That's what's alarming to me. See, that's what I'm forecasting. I'm forecasting that the Bulls is on the teeter of collapse, and they could wind themselves down to the 6th spot.
Wow.
And if they get to the 6th spot, that will be devastating. After feeling so elated and ecstatic that the Bulls was in the top 3 slots all year long.
All year long. Let me ask you this, Dad. If Lonzo was back, Caruso was back, and Levine, don't he have an injury? Don't his thumb messed up or something like that?
Who?
Levine. And then he messed up his thumb. He playing with a hurt thumb. He's playing hurt right now, right?
Yes.
He needs surgery,
yes.
right?
He hurt his finger.
You got to think about it. He hurt. He pretty much hurt. He's toughing it through. Lonzo out. Caruso out. If they had them 3 players, would you say the same thing you're saying now?
Of course
about
not.
The morale of the team in the 6th place if they was all back and healthy?
No, that's what I'm saying. This is the reason why I'm concerned. Because while these guys are rehabbing and conditioning, the Bulls is losing. And they're losing to the teams they're going to eventually see in the playoffs, because the Bulls are going to the playoffs. And they have yet to make a statement. They have yet to make a statement win. The only game they won during this the last 15 games was against Cleveland. And that's a no-no. Cleveland was a 3rd seed, and the Bulls beat them. And that's a no-no, because Cleveland is not looked upon as being a front runner or someone's making a deep run in the playoffs. If Cleveland makes a deep run in the playoffs, it's a Cinderella story, because nobody's seen this coming from the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they, like the Bulls, are very surprising this year. You feel me? It's like 3 teams this year that's surprising: Memphis, Chicago, Cleveland Cavaliers. The only thing that's different between Cleveland and Memphis when it pertains to the Chicago Bulls is that those other 2 teams are winning against top 8 teams. The Bulls aren't winning against top 8 teams. They have an abysmal record when it comes to that. And this is why the odd makers got Chicago below Boston. And they're seated higher than Boston, because nobody believes. No, how you going to have Boston rated higher? No, sir. How you going to have Boston rated higher than Chicago? And Chicago's been top 3 all year. And Boston, at some point of the year, was even out of the playoff picture.
Yeah, but you got to rank it as it is. And as it is right now, Caruso ain't in there. Lonzo ain't out there to run it all. And Levine hurt. He only can do so much. It's the same thing as when he played all the years before. He was like a one-man show. Luckily, he got Demar, because he'll be doing it all by himself once again.
Yeah, but
so it should be.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you.
it should be ranked like that as far as right now because everybody hurt. But when they get back, I'm sure that their ranking is going to go where it's supposed to be. But right now, they only got to rank it the way they see it. And right now, they don't got no team. I mean, they got a team,
No,
you know, don't get me wrong, but they ain't up there with the big dog. You know what I mean?
wait a minute. They said Jaylen Brown broke his ankle. Is that true?
Right? You're getting old.
Jaylen
Yeah,
Brown broke his ankle. When did that happen?
Right. When did Jalen Brown break his ankle? Is that true? Did that
he
injury just
did.
happen?
Look that up, Flight.
I got you. I
But
hope you're
yeah,
right.
so but basically what I'm saying, Woods, is that since Stop is in, you throwing me off with that. You know I'm a Laker guy, and you throwing my head off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Somebody
Yeah,
said injury, and that's the first thing I thought of. My
It said
bad.
ankle sprain.
or ankle sprain. Okay, so he'll be back. But yeah, what I was saying is this: like Flight was talking about earlier about how the Bulls was ravished with injuries, and of course, with the surge of the COVID, the Omicron that swept through the NBA, and the Bulls was hit the hardest, and to the point where they had two games postponed, Toronto and Detroit, and in those postponed games, I think they went 2-0. I think they won both of those postponed games, or they won 1-1. I know they beat Toronto one and lost one, but I'm not sure if that postponed game was the one they won or lost against Toronto. But anyway, um, every team basically have their issues with injuries and COVID this year, and especially in the Eastern Conference. You know, that's Milwaukee, Brooklyn,
Right.
Boston. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland. Oh, the Heat. Man, look at what was going on with the Heat down there in South Beach, and
Right. They're going
they're the
crazy right
number one
now.
seed. So there was a lot of the Hornets, even Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where they were taking out the coaches. So with that stretch, the Bulls was undefeated. So they didn't lose no ground in that stretch of that COVID situation. You feel me? I think once Billy Donovan caught COVID, the Bulls went undefeated. They didn't lose not one game. So everybody had their opportunities of being victim or victimized to either injury, COVID, or both, COVID and injury. So the Bulls is not alone in that area. So that's why I don't really show too much sympathy to that, because everybody
Right.
basically done been through it. And we're not even talking about the Western Conference. You follow what I'm saying? We don't just talk about the Eastern Conference. So it is what it is. The Bulls are what they are, but I'm telling you, these boys better come back. I'm talking about the injured ones, because if they don't, the morale of the team starts to seep out, and you start to see that, like you say, the expressions on the bench and how they're being subbed in and out, and their dispositions, and it might not look fair.
It's a long season.
And if that is the case, what we start to see, because remember how you said earlier, is that they know how
Shout
to
out
keep stuff
Kobe.
behind closed doors. So if we start to see that, if it starts to seep out into the public, and we start to see it, then it's really bad in the locker room, that they can't even control it when they come on TV.
Dex, you heard what Coffee just said? Coffee just said bench Zach and DeMar. He tweaking.
Well, Coffee, listen, I understand where he's coming from, but it's not the right time to do that. You can't bench Zach and DeMar right now. Right now, you just have to weather the storm with these two, hoping they can figure it out, because Coffee's in the heat of it, so he knows what's going on. He's here to talk. He's amongst coaches and players and things of that nature. So he basically, you know what I'm saying, he could feel the vibes. He knows, but you cannot bench them guys right now. That would be devastating if you was to bench DeMar and DeRozan during this stretch of the Bulls' schedule.
Yeah,
That would be
demoralizing.
practically suicidal.
Coffee trying to throw the whole series away,
You know,
the whole season.
I just want to throw cold water on them. Well, throw some damn cold water on them, but you ain't got to
And,
bench
and
them.
I'm quite sure, Coffee, when you get a chance, you can come and explain that. You follow what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure you have a good take on it. But me, I wouldn't even fathom the idea to bench DeMar DeRozan or Zach in
Nah.
this hot stretch of the season where every game is needed, and now it's getting more critical because, like I said, we're seeing a surge from the Sixers. If the Sixers get to number 2,
And the
then you
seeds.
got Milwaukee to worry about. Then you got Cleveland to worry about, and then you got Boston to worry about because they're only like 3 games ahead of the Nets. So those 3 games can come real fast. You can lose 3 games in a week.
Yeah, you
So I
can't.
wouldn't
Yep.
advise to bench those 2 players.
The
Not right
East is
now.
such a
Really got to deal with
mess.
it.
The East is such a mess. I
Check
love
this
it.
out, though. Check this out. If you really think about it, any team that loses at key player is down right now. Anthony Davis went out. Look what was happening. They look like a bunch of, you know, last team in the league. Look at the Bulls. They got Lonzo out. He's a key part. They looking, I'm saying like most of these teams, man. Look, Chris Paul out now. We don't know what's gonna happen with the Suns. Don't forget about the Suns. Chris Paul out. They ain't looking as good as they did look. Think about it. They was the best team. Didn't they have the best record?
Yes, and they still do.
Yeah, they had the best point guard in
Yeah,
the
but
NBA.
now, yeah, for
But that was
now, the
expected.
dude just
But that was expected to have some fall off because the calibration is off. And then, but what good teams do, it take them 1 or 2 games to kind of figure it out how they want to play to go forward. And we will see how the Suns will fare this week. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
When it
They
when it
ain't
when
playing
it when
together.
they
I mean,
start to come back, because I think they've been off a couple of days.
the only team, the only team can really win without their key players is like the Warriors because they know how to play together. They've been playing together. But these other teams, they just got put together like the Lakers. Westbrook just got over there, so if Anthony ain't there, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like they barely know how to play together. We can't forget that they only been
Yeah,
playing together
the
for less
Lakers
than a year.
calibration been off
Think
all
about it.
season. They've been off all
Yeah, but they
season
ain't
because
look.
Westbrook is just not
Who?
he's not a good fit for that team.
Yeah, but how many people over there just start playing together for the first time? You got to take that into consideration too.
THT
But
is
they
Exactly.
wide
transferred
open
the whole
jumpers.
team.
Right.
Oh
So
shit.
that's what it's all about, man. Like if you ain't got the team been playing together, then you go take some L's, and you better hope that before the end of the season y'all can get it back right. But none of these teams gonna make it. Look like Milwaukee go run away with it again, and nobody get hurt. Knock on
All right.
wood.
Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Flight Sports TV.
Yes, yes, sir.
Check out he got a wealth of library of material that you can check out. And yeah, don't play yourself, man. Go hit that like button. And listen, we out here putting up content. We out here researching. We out here trying to keep it together, keeping you informed. So show some respect, show some love, pay some homage. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription, and let's move forward.
And
That's
sponsor the
right.
show if you got a business.
That's right. So, salute to the chat. Shout out Dante. Shout out Marquez. What's good, son? How you doing today, man? You straight?
Yeah, I'm good, Flight. Everything cool today, man. Much better day than yesterday, but I was high as fuck last night. I ain't gonna lie. I was lit. Um, and talking a little reckless and a little crazy, but I promise to chill with the memes tonight. We're gonna keep that off for now. But if we have a crazy situation, I can't promise it won't come back.
Well, the memes is all right. Not too bad.
I mean, I know I can get a little wild with it, but I was planning to keep it on the low tonight anyway.
Yeah, the memes cool. That's like I'm trying to think what the fuck they call them, gifts.
Yeah, I'll use tenor.com and you can download either GIFs or movie files. And my the camera that I'm using can use the movie files as a background, so I just download the movie files, put it on the camera, and that's how you
Right.
see it. Now, if I turn my camera on and stand in front of my camera right now, you're gonna see me pop in front of Anthony Davis. So This is my camera
Mr.
background.
Glass. It's Mr. Glass. I'm weak.
I don't want Dex to get upset, so I'm gonna turn this one off real quick. I know he's sensitive about this. But yeah, that's my trick.
It can't be worse than Mr. Glass.
Man,
Can't be worse than that.
seeing this boy in street clothes all the time. Can't be worse than that. How much is he getting paid to sit there and model?
$300 million. I would model too. Shoot.
I mean, nice glasses. He
I think he's
rocking some
wearing
nice
Cartiers
shades
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's wearing Cartiers tonight.
Who wear Cartiers?
I saw Anthony Davis on his Instagram wearing Cartiers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe they're finally figuring out they need to sponsor his fashion.
I know they was on his Instagram. I was like, bruh, this man wearing Cartiers. I want you to be in the game, not always injured. Ugh.
What y'all talking about? AD?
Yeah, that's G Money. He might mess around and cut a side deal.
No, that's Mr. Glass. We call him Mr. Glass in this panel.
G Money.
Talking about street clothes.
I'm definitely gonna be the next king of fashion.
Street clothes. He's definitely fashionable, boy. You know why they call him street clothes?
Because he's never on the court.
Because anytime you see him, that nigga might be at the game,
Well,
but he gonna be in street clothes.
Yeah.
Salute to the chat. Shout out Torrin. He keeping us updated with the score 30-25. Salute to everybody. Lonzo Ball's return is closer than y'all think, man. Salute to everybody that's rocking with the channel on Flight Sports, man.
That's what's up.
It's pushing out a nice stream for y'all, man. It's pretty much an off night. No serious games going on right now. So I just want to appreciate y'all, man. Salute to y'all, man. Can't do it without the people. Love y'all.
Power to the people. Now, what you was talking about, homie, about street clothes?
What happened?
He deserves an
endorsement. The homie was on here just talking a second ago. I just popped back on. He was talking to something about Mr. Glass.
Oh, that wasn't me. I just said I hope Cartier finally endorsed him, or because somebody needs to catch on that he deserves a fashion endorsement.
Who? You talking about Russell Westbrook?
Anthony Davis. He the one in street clothes all the time.
Yeah, he should put on some of them Russell Westbrook outfits.
Well, that's a business opportunity. I don't know why Russ hasn't approached him.
All he needs is a dress.
Maybe Anthony said I ain't wearing that ugly shit.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be caught dead wearing half the shit Russell Westbrook be trying to push off his fashion.
Nah. Anytime they say fashion, that's just code for some.
Code for putting on a dress.
For some alphabet bullshit that I ain't gonna be involved in, or And we'll
I feel you. I done seen some of these NBA players come. I mean, just because you spent money on an outfit, don't mean it look good. Let's be real.
At least Kuzma's getting paid. He's getting paid to look ridiculous. I get that.
It don't matter. Y'all don't understand. It don't matter if it look ridiculous to y'all. If you're in your mind, if you the shit, you the shit. You see what I'm saying? So these players, they be wearing stuff that look good to them, not good look to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they spend a lot of money on that bullshit too. That's the crazy thing.
They got a lot of money though, but what you gonna do with the money? You can't take it to your grave with you. You gotta spend it, man, while you here, man. Like,
man,
that's just how it is.
Listen. There's a difference between spending money and throwing it away.
Yeah. Pink sweater.
I'm gonna tell you a story, right? My brother came down. Last time he came down to visit me in Florida, he was wearing these jeans, and these joints was holy. They was dingy and whatnot.
Why are we talking about holy dingy clothes here? I'm confused. What's going on?
We was talking about the fashion or whatever. Anyway, I was saying that he was telling me about how much money he spent on these jeans. I'm like, bro, you can't tell me you spent all of that money to wear something like a homeless person would wear. You know what I mean? Come on now. Come on. You can find that next to a dumpster anywhere in the United States.
You can find that next to a storage bin.
So you're telling me if you had $100 million right now, you'll be wearing the same thing you got on right now?
No, but I wouldn't be
No,
wearing nothing that looked like a bum.
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
be
you that
walking.
much. I wouldn't be walking around looking crazy.
No, I'll be
Yeah, but
rocking the
somebody,
MB1. I'll be walking
I
the
tell my
MB1s, Rick and Morty style. That's what I'll be rocking.
I tell my kid go get
yeah,
some
but somebody
regular
else might
jeans.
look at your style and be like, man, that style whack. You might be thinking it's looking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't knock nobody taste though because everybody got different tastes. You might be rocking some stuff. You might be like, man, this is a shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at me, and everybody's like, man, look at that, man. He got, like, especially
Man, freak the
depending on what
haters.
part of the country you from. The people out
Freak them
south,
haters.
they dress different. They dress different from
Listen,
people
there's a
out,
difference between dressing different and walking around dressing like a weirdo.
Or a
Like for
bum.
example, I have a cousin
But
who's in the
what?
fashion industry. She makes that high end fashion stuff or whatever, the stuff that you wear at like um those runway shoots. But they know that ain't everyday wear. That ain't the type of stuff you put on and wear in the street.
For who? For who though? That's what I'm saying. Like everybody got a different style though. You might not rock with it, but somebody else might think it's hot though. If you really look at these fashion shows and all this stuff Kanye West be wearing and all this, that stuff ugly to me. I don't care how
Listen,
much it
man,
costs.
I when I was coming out of high school, I used to actually like to design and stuff like that. I went to FIT. It was over. I can't even operate in that industry. Kanye can have it, man. You got to be a weirdo to operate in that space. I'm just keeping it real with you.
right.
You got to be a weirdo. And if you understood the weirdos that's in that space, then you know the reason why you would never want to be caught dead wearing half the shit that them niggas be wearing. Because they be eccentric and extra.
Steve
no
Madden.
reason.
Steve Madden made millions of dollars wearing women's shoes. You gotta be weird to do that, bro. No cap.
Come on. And listen, not only to be wearing women's shoes, but to spend $20,000 to.
Hey, Westbrook got he got a design. He got somebody that dresses his ass though. He don't be dressing himself.
And dress his ass looking crazy too. I was no part of that designer.
Man, it's funny because it's funny
and flowy.
and drop nothing but bricks that game.
Skirt drop nothing.
Bricks.
The hardest work that they be
How does that
having is
work?
putting that bullshit back
That should
on.
be the name of his brand, Bricks. Bricks by Russell Westbrook.
Yo, he needs to patent that phrase Westbrook. He got that down.
For real.
Bro, that should be his autobiography. Bricks, the Westbrook story. The Westbrook story.
Westbrook story. You know how they did West Side Story? It should be Westbrook Story.
The Westbrook story. Oh, they just let him shoot.
Let me tell y'all one thing.
Shoot, y'all. They don't even care if he shoots. It's twice in a row.
It's all right, man.
Hey, we don't decide.
You might as well shoot, man. This is garbage time.
Game for real. This is a trash ass game.
Well, what you want? Listen, people was trying to talk about the. You know how many people had faith in the Lakers. I was telling them coming into the season, like
Lakers ain't built like that, bro.
They like, oh yeah, with LeBron and AD, LeBron and AD on the court, and what? I done watched them get their ass bust too many times.
Stanley Jones, who's coming in the game right now. Thank you very much. You're in trouble now. Stanley Jones is coming.
Listen, my take is different. My take is this: let Westbrook do what Westbrook does, because y'all losing anyway. So
right, let him brick all over the place because you're losing anyway.
It's all right. He hits sometimes too. Let him do what he does. So at least you have somebody to put the blame on. You need some sort of scapegoat because LeBron ain't winning these games. That's for sure.
Hey, don't blame LeBron for this.
Effort,
I'm not blaming LeBron for nothing. LeBron ain't winning. Come on. Stevie Wonder could see that. He could drop 45.
I'm gonna give
Y'all
him
niggas is losing.
I'm gonna give him one bit of bail. I'm gonna shoot him one little piece of bail. That knee is bothering him. He's not jumping.
Listen, man.
He should be jumping.
Even when he is jumping, they losing.
Yeah, but right now, his performance is definitely being affected right now.
Let me ask you a question. So what you see him doing is you see him, all right, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at this game. He's making a bunch of terrible plays. But after the last play, man, it's demoralizing. You know how demoralizing it is to go out there, play your hardest, and get your ass whipped every night?
By the Mavericks and the Pelicans.
Everybody and their mama. By the janitor, the water boy, the chick with the Gatorade towels, the mascot.
Nobody on the schedule that can't beat them. Nobody on the schedule. You lost the
Nico said Luka just caught a body down.
Oh yeah, Luka been catching them flight. I'll be real with you. I seen him dunk like, man, Luka dunking on people like that. Crazy.
Hey, Nico in here. Shout out the boy Nico. Shout out to Nico.
Shout out, Nico.
Salute, Nico. You all right, man?
I thought Nico was gonna be asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Nico, don't come in here. Don't sneak up in here wearing none of that crazy Westbrook fashion.
Right. We don't need no West bricks in here. No West bricks.
It's a kill.
Westbrook hot. Westbrook hot. Y'all don't even know.
It's a kill. No, it's not. It's a skirt.
Deck
It's a kill.
said it all. He's so disappointed.
Like these dudes that swear they purses ain't purses, man. Your purse is a
Devastating,
purse.
devastating.
Right.
Don't tell me that ain't a purse.
That's a
I know a
purse.
purse when I see one. Nigga, that's a purse.
It's a purse.
That's where he keep his money at. That's where he keep his money at.
You should have heard this dude the other night on the panel. I got him on him about his purse. Before that, he was talking about how, y'all should try it, man. You could put all your things in it.
Oh,
and this and that.
come
He
on.
sounds just like a woman. I said, yeah, man. All you need
Hey,
now is
for
the matching
real.
pumps. All you need now is the matching
y'all-
heels. You good to go, bro.
Hey, y'all don't
That's
understand,
crazy.
man. I'm telling you. They set the trends fashion, man. If we wore something and we created our own stuff and we wore it, guess what? Nobody will wear it. If they wear it, somebody will wear it. You gotta understand, we don't set the trends, they set the trends. People with money set the trends. It don't matter how ridiculous it looks. It matters who's wearing it. If you was
Hold on,
wearing
you
it,
know what's
nobody.
the funny thing I seen though?
Hold,
Did
you
y'all
was-
see
if
that?
you was
Did y'all
wearing
see
it,
that shit that Kuzma wore with the sleeves down to the damn floor?
The pink sweater.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
That ridiculous shit.
hey
He got
Quits.
paid
You
to
can
wear
say what
that,
you
though.
want, Quits. But Kuzma
Yeah.
dropping 30. He dropping
I'm
30 a
cool with him
game.
doing that. He dropped 12 too. I'm cool with Kuzma. I like Kuzma as far as a basketball player.
Deal
I'm
with
not
it.
talking about his basketball play. I'm talking about the ridiculous
Deal with
shit
it.
that nigga wearing in the tunnel.
It don't matter.
He's getting paid
actually,
to do it.
yeah.
Said cool dropping 30 in that feet, huh?
Kuz got a
Said
vitiligo
cool dropping 30 in
girlfriend
that
at
feet.
home who bad. Leave him alone. He
Yeah,
got
I
a
like his girlfriend, the one with the one who got the skin discoloration.
Yeah. Wendy, she bad, bro.
Yeah, she a model.
She's
He
a
living his
model.
best
Ain't
life.
my cup
Yeah,
of
she's
tea
a
in women,
model.
but he like her. She's definitely a model.
She got, what's that called? Alopecia?
No, it's
Yeah.
vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
where people be having a partial what do they call that shit?
They
That
lose
skin
their
be dick.
melanin.
That skin be dick pic. Maybe like
Yeah, where they have
That-
That's
patches
the stuff
of
Michael Jackson
albinoism.
had, right?
That Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's what
Dang.
he was
yeah.
saying. Yeah.
I got that.
Why y'all dogging this girl like that?
I'm not dogging her. His girl is
Yeah,
alright.
I
She
just
cute.
get
She ain't my
blacker
cup
and
of tea,
I mean,
blacker.
that's
but
the first thing y'all talking about is her skin, man. It's more to a person just their skin,
nah,
man. Like,
listen, man.
is she a
This
cool
nigga,
person,
listen,
though? You know
hold
what
on.
I'm saying?
Stop
Pretty
it. I'm
nosy.
calling you out on
Go
that
ahead.
bullshit you just said right now. When you see that girl, the first thing you see is her walking around looking like a dairy pasture cow. She got, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah,
The skin is in and
yeah.
out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know her personality. She
I'm
cute. I
done.
never seen
It's
she was
noticeable.
ugly.
Hey, is it called melancholia or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
I'm talking about her personality, man. Like, it's more than a person than just their
You know her.
skin. You know, that's the.
Tell me you
Hey,
know her. What's her personality? Tell me her
I,
personality.
she's a pretty cool girl, man. I seen some of her videos because I
You
seen
don't
Kuzma
know
with her. You
her.
know.
Talk about her
Hold
personality.
up.
Stop it.
Okay, so you know what? So you know what I know now. So now you're in my crib. We doing that now.
Bruh, you don't know her.
You know
She's in your
everything.
crib.
I mean, I don't know her personally.
You
I ain't
go
had
out
no
clubbing with her.
conversation with her. But all I'm saying is that y'all need to stop looking at people's skin color because they say look at black folks and think that something wrong with them because they skin color. Hey, y'all need to look at the person.
Hold
Hold on, let me
Listen,
finish what I'm saying.
Listen.
Yeah, hold
Let's
up.
put this in
Y'all need to
perspective.
look at the person who is under the skin to see who they really is because guess what? She might be a good person and y'all dogging her out and acting like she an alien because of her skin and y'all
I'm
don't
not dogging
understand.
her out. I said
You
nice
just
things
said
about her.
she looking like a chameleon or whatever you said.
hey,
She
Wood,
does.
I would.
I mean, listen. Forget about all of that. You know, you got to understand the difference. I'm just kidding around, but at the same time, I didn't say anything
I
negative.
know,
about
man,
her.
but
I
that's
said that she's
sensitive.
cute.
But what if they
She's a
said you
model.
look like?
She ain't up
I know,
on
but
here.
white people might kid around and say you look like a monkey. You know what I'm saying? Would you think that's funny?
They
Or
don't
you
look
wouldn't think
like
that's
that.
He
funny?
I
just
can
took
tell
it
them what they
there.
look
I'm
like.
just
I can tell
saying.
them what they look like too.
He took it there. He took it there.
They can
Dex,
walk.
how
I
we
can
get
tell them that
here?
they look like a
I
pale,
thought we was just
like
talking
a
about
pale
basketball.
salamander too.
Talk about basketball. How do we get here?
Y'all
How
straight
do we-
because I got a pigmentation on my skin and I felt offended because y'all was talking about it. That's why we here.
No, listen, hold on.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I
I'm joking.
said
I'm
that
joking.
she had a skin condition. I wasn't going into all of the other stuff. Everybody could see it with
Same
you. I
thing.
said that the girl was cute. I said the girl is a model. I said that she had a skin pigmentation thingamajiggy. And that's
Right.
And
it.
y'all kept.
And
I
then
know,
you
but y'all kept
dragged
going
it.
on about
You
it
went
and
in, no,
making
you
jokes about
dragged
it.
I
it.
think
You
it's called
started doing that.
Vigilato or something like that. Vigilato. I
Yeah.
forgot the name of it. I remember
Yeah,
Michael
that's the same
Jackson
thing.
said
Michael
it
Jackson. Not Michael Jackson. Yeah,
Visualato.
because Jackson had
when
that.
he was doing an Oprah Winfrey interview. He gave the name of that disease, and I had
Vitiligo.
never heard it
Vertilago or
before.
something like that.
Vitiligo.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I
It
was
don't
like, I
mean
never
that he
heard of
was
that.
ill
I
paid.
thought it was just albino.
Hey, he
That
We
said it
still
don't
see
that
people
matter if he's
walking
black or
around.
white.
or Dex. He could have been like the Gross sisters from Proud Family, extremely ashy. You know, whichever one comes first.
Proud
So
family. How
let me
old are
let
Even
you?
me let me
ashy.
be clear on this. I don't have any problem with her. I have people in my family who got the same thing going on. I've got no problem with homegirl over that. So anybody who feels offended, I'm not disrespecting them. And you know what I mean? I might have said something that I hope that nobody felt offended. I was just kidding around a little bit. But seriously though, I didn't have no issue with her. I don't have any issue with her. She is a very cute girl.
She's cute. She
She
bad.
paid. She paid the. Yeah, she bad, but hey, I'm just
Oh yeah,
saying,
she
man,
getting
y'all.
paid for real too.
But the
Cause she's
first
a
thing you notice is
right.
don't
Facts.
lie.
Come
The
on.
cakes.
Yes,
The
yes,
cakes.
yes, yes. I
Right.
see that,
If a
and I'll be like, damn, what's wrong with her? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not the first thing I would pay attention to, but maybe hey, I'm just maybe I'm tweaking. I don't know.
Nah, you would notice her because she's unique. That's the reason why she's very. She was a very distinguished
Right.
person. Like she stands out from the crowd for sure.
and ain't
Allie
nothing wrong with
Payne.
that.
Allie Payne, I was just joking. I did not compare vitiligo. I was just joking to extremely ashy. I was just trying to make a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got to put that in the. I'm sorry. I
I
shouldn't
can't
compare
Some
believe we
people
got to
get
use.
vitiligo
I
offended.
to
can't believe we got
extremely
to use
ashy.
Biggie
disclaimers
said
on Flight
ashy people
Sports.
are clean people.
Hold on a second. Dex said something crazy the other time I was up in here. Look, it's okay. This is Flight Sports, man. We're in a safe zone. We can speak freely. We can have candid
Ashy people are
conversation.
clean people. Because I left the house plenty of times getting out the
Hold on.
shower and
That's
making
true.
runs and look at my elbows and my knees and they was ashy as fuck.
Dex, you
So
started
you
this. Dex, I'm blaming you. You started this. The other day when we had the conversation and you said that Trey Young looks retarded in the face, you see now where we are?
I didn't use the word retarded. I said autism.
Autism.
Autistic,
You said he looked
not
Down
retarded.
syndrome, whatever you said. You said he
wait,
looked like he got a problem.
time out, time out, time out,
I use a scientific term, the proper scientific term.
time out.
Now,
Dex,
the next
did you
time you
just
seen Quiz, the next time you looked at Trey Young, did you agree?
Come on, stop it, Dex. You know that's the whole reason why we had to put the disclaimer in that conversation.
You saw him at the
autism, Dex?
All-Star game. You know you looked at him.
But autism, though, I don't know.
I used to work with United Cerebral Palsy, so I worked around all of these people. I know exactly what they look like. I am not entertaining you, Dex.
Listen, I know somebody very close to me is an educator, and she teaches them. You follow what I'm saying? And a lot of them are very bright in certain areas,
Yes, they are.
but
Yeah.
they just have a deformation on their, on the structure of their facial features. That's all. That has
Oh,
nothing to do
so hey,
with them being functional in society.
we don't have the
Trey,
police up on here, so we're all good in this zone. We're all safe, everybody.
right, but Trey Young's hair hasn't grown since pre-K.
Oh man, y'all going right.
Carmelo. Oh my God.
Y'all with a
All
hair
right,
back of the neck.
Oh, this is
he got that
awful.
40-year-old comb over. He just got it combing over to the side. You know, he can go to church with it.
He might as well
To
cut
the
it off.
toupee.
Yo,
Carmelo missed everything. Yeah.
he gonna be bald soon.
Why are you so laughing at my Lakers' demise, then?
He missed
Don't
everything.
You're
start.
such a prude.
He
You're a
was by
prude,
his
man.
look, he was by himself, man. It wasn't nobody anywhere near him, and he
We
missed
having fun
everything.
mocking my Lakers.
I can't help it, dog. They're terrible. Like, god damn, they're
Hey,
terrible.
do you
Get
have a
some
Carmelo
nachos.
Anthony meme?
You know what? Carmelo just left my city, my town. I got a lot of love for Melo. He did work for 2 years up here, so I ain't
Yeah,
mad
he
at him.
did. He resurrected his career with Portland
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
because
man.
they was trying to throw him out with the baby and the bathwater.
Give Melo
You know
a
what?
pass. Melo,
It's like
all right. They
it's
beat
like
him.
Russell's contagious. That's what it's like.
But Mr. Glass, nah, no excuse for Mr. Glass. He got to go.
I mean, how could you not give him an excuse? He's hurt. He has a legitimate reason why he's not out there.
But every time,
Yeah.
bruh,
I mean, niggas
every
ain't
time, bruh.
no reason. People
Just like Hayward. That's just like Hayward. Him and Hayward is like brothers. They can't
I
stay
thought
out there.
Charles Barkley just said what everybody else was scared to say.
What?
That nigga's
Street
always
clothes.
in street clothes.
Straight up street clothes.
Listen, you ever see
Hey,
a
that's
game
what happened.
when he was healthy? You
He's
ever
right.
see let me ask y'all a question. Y'all ever see a Anthony Davis game where that man is healthy? I'm talking about one where he didn't have an injury. Tell me there wasn't at least one point in the game where you saw him on the ground on his back like a damn turtle, grimacing and wincing.
Oh man, you go do him like that. Oh man.
4 or 5 years ago.
He would do
Hey,
it
when he was for
every
the
game.
yeah, but you wrestling around with 300-pound people. You know you gonna fall on the ground.
Come
You twisting
on,
and turning.
not that.
Come on, don't do him like that.
Done. He's a basketball
Don't do him
player.
like
What are you
that.
talking about?
I know, man, but everybody fall down. Don't do him like that. Like he can't
Listen,
fall
hold on a
down.
second.
You know.
Let me ask you a question.
Call me
and
Mr.
be real about
Glass.
it. Show me one other player in the NBA right now that does that every effing game. Every
Chris
game.
Paul, every time he go for a layup, he falls somewhere to fall down and get
Yeah,
up. That's
you know
his
what?
routine.
Chris Paul fragile too. You're right.
Rondo.
Yeah, but that's the way he
Just
falls.
a
But that's the way
troll.
some of them. Hold up, that's the way some of them is raised to fall. You know, like they practice like that to fall like that. You know.
Yeah, but I don't see Chris Paul on his back like a turtle every game.
Dang, that's my boy. Anthony Davis, my boy. Man, don't do him like that.
I like AD too, man. He's an awesome
Bruh.
streamer, man. You could play some if you play Grand Theft Auto, man, he's the dude.
Or
Not even
2K.
KD tore his ACL, and KD was walking almost like a G. Anthony Davis tore his ACL and was on his back.
Yo, an
Why is
ACL
the-
tear is serious. I'm not talking about that. Like,
He's
I'm
dope
just
on
talking
2K.
about like, just his basic play.
He's
Is,
dope
Oh,
I
on
call him
2K.
Grimace. I call him the Big Grimace.
Yeah, he's dope on 2K. But
Hey,
you gotta
well,
take the injuries off.
let me ask y'all this. What other big man has not been hurt for a significant amount of time that played most of the games every season? What big man can you name that played most of the season without being hurt? Really?
Kareem.
Don't say Shaq, because Shaq was hurting him for like 6 months.
Well,
Shaq Wade.
Oh my goodness, you can't even
Giannis.
compare Shaq to that dude.
I
Wilt
know. No, I'm
Chamberlain.
saying
Shaq's
what
played
other big
seasons.
what other big man has played the majority of the 82 games a season that you can remember in the NBA? Name one.
Man, a
Wilt
That
boy.
ain't been
Chamberlain.
hurt.
Tim
I
Duncan.
ain't talking about
Wade.
19 fucking 40.
Let me
Elijah
think.
Rondo, let me look that up. He looked like
Didn't Jokic play pretty much all season last year?
Yeah, won the MVP.
I mean, and this is dudes who's playing right now.
Jokic is like he ain't really.
Giannis got
he
injured like
shoot his
once
three.
that I can remember. That was around the playoffs. Other than the COVID, I don't remember seeing Embiid all banged up all of the time either.
No, not like that degree though. You know, I know what you're saying. Oh no, he takes the cake. He's the last on the list, but everybody get hurt though. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
Though, he
Everybody
stay
get
out.
hurt, but don't act like Anthony Davis don't get hurt way more than most.
He do. And him and Hayward though. Hayward, man, I'm tired of his ass. Like the Hornets could be a better team if Hayward can least, because he a veteran. He's smart. You know what I'm saying? He know what to do.
Yeah,
And he let me down. That's why the Hornets went down. Cause
that's true. But Hayward did break his leg though. You know what I mean? Like he actually really broke something. I don't know what AD's had some injuries. Sure.
But
But
Gordon
even when
Hayward.
AD's healthy, I'm always concerned watching AD play, even when he's healthy, because he always looks like he's a second away from
Injury
something
I
going
ever
really
seen from a
bad.
player was when Gordon Hayward broke his leg against the Cavs in his first game as a Boston Celtic.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
shit
tragic.
tragic, bro. Hated it. And
That
it
was
was
That hurt
ugly,
my soul.
ugly as hell to look at.
He ain't gotta stop. He ain't gotta stop.
Yo,
I
the
bet
chat
you he
on
get tired going
Flight
home.
Sports TV is undefeated. Let me share this with you. The chat is undefeated.
Hey, can y'all imagine going home every day to your wife and you got another injury? that'll suck.
Baby, I don't know if this sport is for you.
Wow.
He coming home with splints and crutches, and I bet his wife just be like, another game, she'd be worried about his ass.
What was
Y'all
that
just
tweet that LeBron put out about the age of his teammates and keep that same energy? Anybody remember that quote?
Yeah,
Somebody bring that back.
I'm using the same
the dumbest
energy
tweet I ever
right
saw in my
now.
life.
Right now. Look how many different hairstyles you've seen.
I'm sorry, LeBron, man, you need to stop it. Like, he need to stop. This one thing that LeBron really need to stop doing. He need to stop doing that. He need to stop sending out.
Overhyping himself.
Yeah, stop overhyping. You talk too much. I'm not even saying that you shouldn't talk, but you be talking too much. You be having attitude. You be sending out messages to the world, like through social media. Stop doing that. Please stop doing that, because you make a damn fool out of yourself.
And go trade for guys
Hold
like
up.
Westbrook.
Nico,
Hold up. Who got AD on the ground like that? Oh, man. Who got AD on the ground?
Man, this is
Hey, man,
terrible,
whoever doing
man.
that's making me hurt.
Bruh, this man got a whole compilation of poses. That's crazy.
Yeah, every
That's
body
making me
part.
hurt, man. Who doing that? Man, take that off, man. Who doing that? Oh, man.
That's the fragile
Boink.
king.
In your mouth.
That's just who he is. Ain't nothing we can do about that. You know?
Make me think.
He's a troll and we love him.
He got
Listen,
problems.
I hate to say this, but we need to wrap LeBron up, man, because it would be better for him to be wrapped up so that we know, so we can at least think that you guys are losing these games on purpose, because it's terrible. What you even on the court for? You getting blown out by don't do this to everybody. Be smacking you all around.
Stat padding.
What he on the court for? He on the court for scoring his 37 points, 27 points a game.
For what? What
and
are
get
those
his record.
doing?
Yeah.
For what?
Man, that's it. You can say that about. Hold up. You can say about all these.
Jordan.
You can say about all these players out here. I mean, what the hell is your little boy? Y'all. Wait a minute. What was y'all talking about? The dude, the little short dude. Y'all just talking about like a retard.
Trey Young.
Hey, yeah. What he doing out there? Because he's scoring 30 points a night and they ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing LeBron doing. He's scoring 27 a night.
They
He
got
ain't
more
doing
of a
nothing.
chance than the Lakers.
Trey Young.
LeBron going on milestones.
Listen, y'all. Trey Young got to get hair. He has to get hair restrictive surgery for that hairline of his.
Hold on a second.
He needs all the hair he can get.
He does. But listen to what I'm saying, all right? The Lakers were favorites coming into the season. They were favored to make it to the finals coming into the season. This is beyond a disaster.
I heard
this is what LeBron does.
I heard they put his number on the X-ray machine in the locker room.
I always said that the Lakers, instead of getting crypto.com, they should have got Ben Gay. They should have got an endorsement with Ben Gay because they got a bunch of old niggas, ace bandages, shit like that.
Dang, y'all killing the Lakers. Okay. Y'all killing the Lakers. Y'all killing AD.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Y'all know it's over. That's why y'all wasn't saying this. Y'all wasn't saying this at the beginning of the season.
Hey, he said keep that same energy.
Yes, I did. When they signed Russell Westbrook, you know what I did? I laughed my ass off for hours. Because I said to everybody I knew, LeBron's going to choke this nigga by midseason. He's going to kill him by
man.
midseason.
They're going to have to put this nigga on suicide watch. Look at LeBron, man.
Congratulations.
Just put him on sit him down, man. Your knees messed up, whatever. Just sit down, man.
Look at that beaver. Look at that beaver in the back of his head.
It don't even make any sense for you to be playing, man. You're out here embarrassing yourselves at home.
Man, look, he gotta go milestones. He getting records. He setting records with most points scored, most rebounds, all that stuff. He ain't worried about what y'all talking about.
Listen, hold on. You know that the Mavericks aren't a defensive team, right? I would argue when I'd say that LeBron is better than Luka. We could easily say that. The Lakers with this team that they have on the court right now should be better than what they should be way better than this.
But they're not.
They don't got nobody, man. They don't got nobody. Man, who they got besides LeBron and AD?
They're top heavy. Yeah, they're stupid top heavy. That's all.
Between LeBron,
they
Russell
brought on
Westbrook,
a bunch of dead weight.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
THT. They could be more competitive than this. I just watched the Nets play with a bunch of nobodies, and they were way more competitive than this.
And then so they sold. See, the Lakers sold everybody and did all that stuff, and it's over.
All right, let me ask you a question, right? The Nets played tonight in Toronto, and you know that Kyrie can't play there anyway, right? So who was and what you call it? Andre Drummond didn't even suit up for that game. So who was on the Nets that had heart? That come on, there's no way that the third string Nets team is better than the starting Lakers, even without AD.
Yeah, it is. When you 10 years younger, it is.
No way, no freaking way.
Hey, they still NBA players. You know, they professionals. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody keep forgetting. All these teams, even the sorriest teams, they will kill you in the game of basketball. So
LeBron need to put icy hot on his back.
I'm not talking about me and you. They're playing against other professional players. The third string unit from the Rockets and all these other teams are professional players too.
They still balls though. The third string is still balls. The third string was dunk on your head.
Busting the Lakers' first string's ass.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
They lost to the Grizzlies without John. I mean, come on. Do I need to go down a list of terrible teams they lost to this year?
The Grizzlies, the Pelicans.
No, don't do that.
I'm not going to. I'm not even trying to hate on these dudes.
Sacramento in triple overtime.
It's just embarrassing.
Before the trade deadline, before Sabonis. Horrible. They sucked all year. Period. With and without.
Yo, Ali Payne, what's good? Yo, I think you got your mic on mute.
Yeah, check your mic, homie.
You got your mic on mute.
Unmute your mic, Nico.
No, that's Ali Payne.
Oh, Ali Payne.
Ali, you're on mute.
He's trying to find it. You'll get it together, homie. In the bottom left corner, there's a little microphone thing. It should be in red. Click on that, and it'll turn white when
it quits Matrix.
It's shaking.
80s knee is built like a Kit Kat. It always breaks apart.
It's not just AD's knee, man. It's his knee, his elbow. That nigga's like one of them songs.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Every time you think he's a real boy, he just turns back into a damn puppet.
Oh, Pinocchio?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm a real basketball player.
He's a Power Ranger. He's a Power Ranger without the morpher. He's a Power Ranger without the morpher.
Dang. Y'all killing me, man. Don't do that to him.
No, he is a Power Ranger without the morpher. Or he could be Goldar.
He'll be back next year. Don't worry. He'll be back.
Oh,
wait, next year?
Masters on here. What's shaking?
Yeah. The Lakers season done. You know, we all know that everybody can agree that the Lakers, they might not even make the play in. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad that it's going. So we all can agree on that at least. But next year,
you know what's so crazy? If you would have said the Lakers weren't going to make the play in, I would have told you that you was absolutely batshit crazy.
Then you don't know basketball.
Nah, after that last game, it was after the last game that they played. Who they play? After they played the Clippers, then they played
the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
That was
because the Pelicans are behind them, and not by a whole bunch of games. And after that game, I already know, man. I would be surprised. I would be surprised if the Lakers make the play-in now.
They should pull
Seriously,
the
like
plug right now. Pull the plug. Shut LeBron down before he gets hurt.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what's
No,
gonna happen.
LeBron need his points, man. Y'all don't understand. He
Man,
needs his
forget about his
LeBron's
records.
gonna
point,
get
man. That
hurt.
nigga is hurt, man. Look at him. Look at his
Yep.
face.
He's gonna get hurt even worse.
That ain't
One,
gonna
I
stop
already
him,
knew
man.
he
He
was
need
gonna
his.
make the whole. I knew he was gonna make it through the whole season anyway. But if you look at LeBron's face, man, it's more than just the injury, man. It's his pride, man. His ego is crushed.
LeBron's like, I'm sick of this. I'm done. I'm gone.
He just
I'm
glad
gone.
Skip Bayless is on vacation these last 2 weeks. That's what's on his mind.
I mean, he's leaving
God,
5 minutes
that motherfucker
before the
ain't on
game
TV.
ends anyway.
It's over anyway. Hey, hold up. Just like we know that it's over, don't think the professional managers and executives and everybody know it's over. The whole league
Oh
know it's
yeah.
over for the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
We ain't the only ones know. They knew it was over. LeBron knows it, but he still got to get his points, rebounds, and assists to become the most scoring person ever in the NBA. He want to go out with a legacy. He ain't thinking about
Yo,
who cares
He's gonna
who's
do
down.
that anyway, just because he's
Westbrook,
Yeah,
been here
but
for
he
so
want.
long.
Yeah, but he still
Westbrook
want to be
has
the number
reached an
one.
all-time low.
He's gonna do it. Him doing that don't even mean anything. That's the funny thing. Like him
Yes,
having
it
the
does.
most points, it means something
When
to
you get
him.
up
It
that
means something for
high,
NBA legacy. It's all good and stuff like that. But LeBron done lost more finals than he's won. He's gone there a lot. He's had a great run, but he's not scaring anybody in the NBA right now at all.
he's still good though. You want him to quit because he did
Nah,
all that?
I
He
don't
still
want
got
him
to
to
play.
quit. Nah, I don't want him to
His life,
quit. But
his
listen,
life
check it
ain't
out.
over with though. His
Listen,
life ain't over with. He still got to go. You know what? He gonna retire
nah,
and go
he's
home
fine.
at,
Listen,
at
he's fine. But this is embarrassing. It's humiliating. He's gonna
no, it
play
ain't not
next
for
season
him.
anyway.
Not for his records. Not for his
He's listen.
records. It ain't
He's gonna
embarrassing.
pass the records
Well,
anyway. He's
he
gonna
has a
play
total of
again next
11
season. He
points in
doesn't
the
need to be
first
playing
half.
all these minutes right now. The Lakers aren't playing for anything. They're not even
11,
playing for pride.
11 whole points in the first half for LeBron James. That's worth him getting injured, I guess.
Man, he can still score 25, 30 in the second if he really wanted.
Man,
If he
listen,
really
They
wants
need
to get
to
hold
shut
up,
it, shut it
hold up, hold
down.
up. And
Let him and AD get healthy and come back next year. This season's gone. Don't
it
fuck
is.
this up.
okay,
It
but he
is.
still
Fuck
need to
It
this
get
up.
his
is.
points. He still
Bro,
get
He need to go
500
sit
points.
his
you
ass down and recover.
you
Quiz,
want him to play
quiz.
for your own selfish reasons, bro, because you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna be getting booed every night in LA. This is terrible.
And he ain't
Quiz.
gonna care. He ain't gonna care. He gonna go home and count his millions and laugh at the people
He
that's hating
don't
on
care
him.
already. He's already
Salute
said
to the
that multiple
chat, y'all. It's
times.
Flight Sports. Salute. Hit that like button.
Hey y'all. Hey, no cap, no cap. Hey y'all, quiz. Anthony Davis and LeBron are Danny Phantom. They finna go ghost and leave. Get them up
I
out of
think
here.
so too. I think it's over.
That's only by trade.
Yeah,
If the,
they gotta
Man,
get something back for those dudes.
they
I
ain't getting
think this
nothing
is an
back. They sold
experiment.
they sold already. They sold their team, man.
They
It's
sold they
over, man.
sold for Westbrook.
And
Yeah, they already gave up a whole bunch for LeBron the first
they gave
time.
up everything. And guess what? They only
Yeah,
have a 1 year team. Their team is a rental team anyway. They only keep on building their team for 1 year.
exactly.
Like the writing
So
is
they
on the wall,
done.
man.
Shout out Slim College K.
so they think that next year at the trade season, because Russell have like 22 million on his contract left, they think they'll be able to offload Russell
Nah, they
midseason.
keeping him. They bought him. He's gonna
Don't,
take that option.
don't
He's gonna
nobody
get his
want his
money.
ass. Don't
Right.
nobody want
It's
him.
done. He's
So he's
completely
just
ruined
they
his
just
Don't
reputation in
nobody
the
want
NBA with
Westbrook.
this season.
Yeah,
I agree.
he's showing
I
his true
agree, but
colors right now.
Y'all know it's a
He's showing what he
problem.
can do. Ain't nobody want him.
can they trade
Not for no
him?
$22
Y'all know
million.
it's a problem when the Knicks don't want Westbrook. Y'all know it's a problem when the Knicks don't want Westbrook. We don't even want Westbrook.
You know who
Not
else is gonna
not
have an
even for
issue?
20.
You know who else is gonna have an issue? Like I'm interested to see Anthony Davis's value on the free market
Yeah,
now.
he's definitely gonna have a problem. Definitely, and it's gonna be tougher to go home because Chicago's good now. So
Oh, Mr. Glass?
don't want you. Yep, don't want you.
He'd be
It's,
great playing on like limited minutes sort of situations or whatever, but for the money he's making, man, that's the thing. Like you gotta look at him as his history is shown like right now, like he's probably best suited as a part-time player.
I can tell you one
Bron's already
thing.
talk about he's waiting around to play with Bronny so he can get
He
after
ain't saying
he's
that.
Yeah,
He ain't. Did you
he's
say that in the
already
interview?
mentally retired.
Like y'all, LeBron is like your main chick who you've been around for 10 years and you love them, but they're kind of getting old and worn out. And then Anthony Davis is the side chick who you tend to use time to time, but she always on a rag.
Yo, that is a
Wow.
funny analogy, homie.
Bitch can't
He's
cook.
like the cougar that you keep around. Your main chick who's the cougar. She's old
Or
and
worse, she's
old
that
and
one
beat up and
Nintendo
battered.
game.
Yeah.
LeBron's the Nintendo system, and AD's that Nintendo game. You got to keep blowing into it for the work. You got to.
Shit,
Hey,
stop
it's
it.
still
I'm getting
working.
flashbacks.
It's still working. Y'all don't throw it away until it breaks.
Oh shit,
I think it's
flashbacks.
broken. This dude can't stay healthy for 3
It ain't
weeks.
now. He's scoring 27 points a night. What are y'all talking about? This man, if he was on another team right now, on Warriors or anybody else, he would be a star, man. I mean, he's
He
still
would be
scoring 27 a
He's
night.
injured.
still a star. He's
He
just
would be
he can't do it
injured.
on his own, man. And this
Exa-
situation ain't working. It ain't cutting it.
He was injured.
No,
in
I agree
New
with
Orleans.
that.
He's injured, and as you get older, it does not get better.
They talk about
I
bringing
know he
DJ
won.
Augustine over there too. Like I'm
He
trying to figure out what's he gonna do.
score his points and go home to his wife.
He ain't even gonna score his points. He's gonna play once every 3 games like everybody else on the Lakers.
Now let's Westbrook kill him first
They
to
still
take
got
his
Dwight
minutes away.
Howard.
All of this terribleness in the Lakers isn't all just Westbrook's fault. Let's keep it real.
Man, no, miss me with that. Westbrook went 1 for 9 tonight. It is his fault.
You
He had a
know,
bad
this is
night.
one
It's his
game.
fault.
He's had a
He
bunch
had a
of bad
bad night.
games, but
Yeah, he had a bad night.
Westbrook isn't the reason why. He's not the sole reason why the Lakers are so terrible.
No, the Lakers are done for even trading him. They should have kept him in Washington.
I wasn't even really tripping over when they made the trade. But I'll be honest with you, this is terrible. And Westbrook is from Cali. I can't imagine what he's hearing out in the streets.
Hey, did y'all hear what Shaq just said?
What's that?
He said,
That
What?
definitely sound like Shaq.
That's what he said.
It's funny how y'all kicking a man while he's down.
Who Shaq? Shaq ain't down. He's done.
Forget him.
No, y'all kicking LeBron and the Lakers while they down, but y'all won saying at
Nah,
the
forget
beginning
him.
of the
No,
season.
forget them Lakers. They kicked us down for 20 years. Forget them Lakers.
This is keeping the same
Listen,
energy.
have you ever seen the Lakers when they're beating the crap out of a sorry team? Those guys had this season they had all of that extra energy and attitude and all kind of stuff. Trust me, this ain't nothing.
Just imagine how much better life would be with Demar Derozan.
Well, he's in Chicago
You know
now,
what,
so
though?
deal with it.
Right, and it was the best thing that happened to DeMar DeRozan because he'd be over there part of that shit show too.
You know what? You might be right. It
Listen,
might be a
the
shit show
Lakers
with or without
the
Demar.
Lakers have not been able to manage their personnel. Last year, they had the 6th man of the year. They had the second runner-up for 6th man of the year, and they were fucking terrible. Frank Vogel does not manage personnel very well at all. They have centers. They don't even fucking play them half the game. So what the hell is the sense like them bringing Dwight Howard there? Like Dwight Howard barely plays. You know what I mean? It ain't his fault. You know what I mean?
LeBron needs to coach Frank up a little bit.
LeBron don't even talk to the coach when he's checking in and out. LeBron's coaching himself, and be honest with these dudes. Look, man, I feel bad. It's like it's overkill, homie. I feel you right. I don't. You know they say if you don't got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. I'm not. I got nothing to say about the Lakers.
I feel like they deserve it.
No, I'm gonna keep going.
do.
They trash. I'm gonna keep going. They trash. They suck. Weak Lakers. I'm a Knicks fan. Freak them Lakers. Sorry, bums.
So you a Knicks fan?
Yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. Freak them Lakers. Sorry, bums.
So what the Knicks doing this year?
To win. That's what bothers me. We deserve to win.
Wait a minute. The Knicks ain't doing nothing else either this year. Why you ain't talking about them?
We're 2 or 3 games behind the play-in. At least we fight for a play-in. You can kick rocks with that.
I'll be honest with you. The Knicks got more heart than the Lakers.
We do. So that's not.
Go watch a game. Watch a game. You watch the Lakers game, right? Go watch a Knicks game. You tell me which of those play with more heart. And that's sad to say because the Knicks aren't even nowhere near as talented as the Lakers.
If we sat here and talked about the Knicks for 3 hours.
Wait. Who do the Knicks got this year? That's how much I watched the Knicks. Who do they have this year besides Julius Randle? Who else is on there?
Fournier, Kemba Walker, who's chilling and collecting splinters on the pine.
Hey,
Derrick
Matrix.
Rose, who's broke up.
Matrix, they act like the Knicks did when we got Randall. They act like the Knicks did go to a playoff run. What are we talking about here? We got more heart than the Lakers.
Yeah,
Screw them Lakers.
the Knicks were in the playoffs. But I mean, if you watch
I
a
don't
game,
know
the Knicks
about
play
that.
with heart. Listen, if you actually
Yeah,
watch
but they still losing. You can play with all the heart you want to. If you losing, it ain't gonna matter.
Well, that's what the Lakers are, and the Lakers was predicted to go to the finals this year
Lakers ain't playing with no heart though. They just playing with
because
emotions
they
though.
don't
You got to
got
think about
none.
it.
That's why the Lakers was popping all of that shit when they
But
was
you wait,
winning.
whoa, hold up. You say the Lakers don't have heart?
They do not
All
have
them
heart.
veterans, all them veterans that got on their team that been
Russell
battle tested. Wait a minute.
Russell
The
ripping
Man,
that
Lakers
them
been battle
motherfuckers are
tested.
shell shocked. Battle tested niggas. Them niggas are shell shocked.
Man, this ain't no rookies out here. What you mean shell shock? These are veterans that won championship. Everybody team there and they won it. Well, I think they won a
So
championship,
what
but
the hell? What do you? How do you explain what's going on with them? Like they should just walk on the court with all this experience, high
it's the
basketball IQ.
chemistry. It don't matter, man. It ain't that easy. The chemistry, man. If your team don't got chemistry, it don't matter. That's why we need Jello
How are you
on
gonna
the
have
chart.
chemistry when LeBron throwing seven turnovers and Russ is throwing 6?
He ain't doing it every night though. You acting like he doing it every night. That's just one
You ain't
bad
watch
night.
the games. LeBron played matador defense. He
So
was doing that
so he
last year in
committed
the
7
playoffs.
turnovers every night. So you
In
trying to say the
playoffs.
man? So he committed 7 turnovers every night.
Listen, I'm saying this, right? You could listen. You could pour syrup on shit, but that don't make it pancakes.
What? Yeah, I'm about to say that. What? You gonna for a pancake don't make it perfect. Okay, but like I said, the bottom line is that these niggas are veterans and they just don't got no chemistry. They old, they tired. I
Man,
mean,
I'm
we
gonna
know
tell
what it
you
is.
right now. I wish that you was like a sibling of mine or whatever, man. You are the greatest optimist of all humanity. I need to give you a humanitarian award right now.
What? I'm gonna give you an analogy, bro. Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you an analogy. The Lakers, when they're at their top in their prime, are the Justice League, right?
Okay. We got all the heroes on
And when
there.
they're trash, their Teen Titans go.
If y'all know, y'all know.
Well, you know the Justice League is fake, right? So you probably right.
What?
Yeah, just
Oh
like
no,
the
what?
Lakers. Right. You see how the analogy worked?
Yeah, sure. They got tights. So the only thing I got out of that, they got tights. They yeah, I got you.
They
Fuck
got
it.
those too. Shoot.
Hey, listen,
Okay.
listen. Not all my analogies can hit like the side chick one can. Not all my analogies can hit like the side chick one can. You gotta understand that, bro. Right? But guess what?
Okay.
The Lakers are officially trash this season, and I'm excited. I'm happy.
But was you saying this? Wait, was you saying this at the beginning? That's all I want to know. Was all y'all saying this at the beginning of the season, or since y'all seen that they fell apart like everybody else do,
But
then y'all
bro,
want to jump
at
on
the
the
beginning,
bandwagon?
let me share
That's all I want to know.
where I was at with
No,
it.
I can't stand the Lakers, so I said they was gonna be trash regardless.
I had a bet
Respectfully.
with Dave James from
they're
early
old
in the
as
season when he
shit.
told me that the Lakers was gonna go to the. He said the Lakers was gonna go. They were coming out of the West and going to the finals. I said put some money on it. Then he started trying to backtrack, talking about if they're healthy. I said any team if they're healthy. I said are they going
Yeah,
or not?
right.
He said yeah they're going. All right, boom. So I told him cash at me my money. You might as well don't even wait around. You might as well just cash app it to me now because they might not even be in the damn play-ins. And if they do go into the
I see what
play-in, I
it
don't
is.
got confidence that they be able to even win one game.
I see what it is. Y'all want to see the Lakers down. That's what it is. Y'all so
No,
hard
but
on the
I don't want to
Lakers.
see them
Y'all
down.
want
You know, I watch more Lakers games.
You
than
want to see
anything else.
LeBron down. You tired of seeing LeBron win. Just admit it. You tired of seeing LeBron.
Nah. See, now you trying to switch the whole thing around, bro. I don't want to see like. There's nothing I get out of watching the Lakers. This shit is depressing. I almost got tears in my eyes watching fucking LeBron, man. This is terrible. That nigga look
But
like
you're a
he
Knicks
want to
fan.
cry.
You a Knicks
always
fan.
liked
This
the
shouldn't
Lakers.
even.
I'm not a
always
Knicks
liked the
It shouldn't
fan.
even
Lakers.
matter.
Tripping.
I'm gonna be
I'm not a
honest.
Knicks fan,
I'm gonna be
I'm a
honest.
Knicks fan. I'm the
I've
Knicks
always
fan.
liked the Lakers.
and
I
I'm
can't
I'm a
fucking
stand it.
Jordan.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Jordan fan, and I don't like the fact that this motherfucker challenged my guy when he was out of the league from the day he stepped in it.
But that
And
was
I'm
never
enjoying,
that was
and
never
I
a
am
challenge, though,
enjoying.
Zen.
Hold on, I am enjoying watching him come up short. That's what I'm enjoying. He's
Zen,
way
he
See,
already
short.
everybody.
came up short. He already
He's
came up
way
short in
short,
6 out of 10 of those damn finals he
big
was in.
time.
Like he
And
only
they
has
still
one
pushing
back
that
to
hype.
back. Come
And they
on,
still
like
pushing that hype.
he only got one
And
back to
everybody
back.
got an ulterior motive. All y'all got a motive on why y'all hate certain teams and stuff. I see
Nah,
what it
see,
is.
and that's the thing is like you
You
think
got to
this
Good
is
be
what
master.
you hate
objective
on
though.
them.
You got to be hold up. You got to be objective though to any team, any situation. Though you can't just say you
I'm
hate a certain.
objective.
Good
Well,
When
you
you
master.
can't
sign,
say
You
you
know,
when
hate
you
somebody
sign,
if you
when you
you
sign
can't
Russell
say
Westbrook, when you sign Russell Westbrook and you sign Trevor Ariza and you sign what's left to Carmelo Anthony, you telling me you're not serious about an NBA championship. You just want to have fun.
Listen, y'all don't
No, that
understand.
showed that
It's a
that, that
problem.
tells me right there that that's all they had to pick from after
With your
then you
boys.
right, but they used up all their money, so they had to pick these low level players. You know, you acting like they can go out and sign anybody they want to. That's
They
Zen,
had
hey
Buddy Hill wrapped up. They had DeMar DeRozan wrapped up, and
Zen.
LeBron screwed it up. Y'all know that.
man, you don't know if DeMar might not even want to go there, man. He might talk to LeVar and
The
LeVar told
deals
him
were
to go
on
over
the
there to
table.
Chicago with his son.
The deals were on the table.
Listen,
LeBron wanted Westbrook, and this is the mess that he got, and he has to live with it. And what does he do? He
True.
throws Pelinka under the bus as if Pelinka chose Westbrook.
And
listen,
that's
y'all.
why you never have players acting as GMs
Zen,
because of this right
y'all
here.
know why I hate LeBron. Y'all know
Why you
why I hate
hate
LeBron
LeBron?
so much?
Break it down.
Because he makes more
Because
money than you.
what do
Does
he
he
make
make
more
more
money
money than
than
you?
you? What are we talking about here?
Yeah. You said the reason why y'all want to know the reason why you hate LeBron is because he make more money than you. Is that why?
No, it's because they compared him to Jordan so much, and the one person that actually you should compare Jordan to is not here. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, bro. Simple.
He's the one who compared himself to Jordan. Let's get that straight.
No, the
When
news
he
media
came in the
compared him
league,
to Jordan.
no. When he came in the league, he came in talking about I'm chasing this ghost. There's a target. I got a target. Hit this target. He's the one who put a target on Michael Jordan's back. Get it straight. We paid attention. I know I paid attention. He's been an arrogant dickhead
Right.
since he came in the league. Now I enjoy watching him play basketball, but he is a mama's boy. He's a little bit of a hoe, and he's a definitely disloyal.
Whoa.
How you gonna tell Russell Westbrook's family, his wife? Okay, I know I just brought y'all home, but you got to go to Houston so we can get John Wall, so it doesn't look so bad. You bitch.
True.
Fuck that dude.
I agree with you right there. I agree with that.
Zen,
He get his comeuppance. He's a hoe.
Zen,
Great
come.
basketball player, but a hoe.
This is a family-friendly channel, Zen. Come back, bro.
My
Come
bad.
back.
My bad. My bad. I'm a. Whew, I was gone for a minute. My bad.
I'm sorry.
Well, this is why
Y'all got
this is why all the GMs and executives don't want players making decisions to get players on their team. Because, like I said, y'all say that stuff about AD, but I think the same thing about Carmelo Anthony. He was LeBron's boy. LeBron got him on that team. I mean, yeah, he's scoring and everything, but he ain't the right fit for that team. So that's why these players don't need to be acting as that. These GMs pick who they want on the team, and you deal with it. You do what they say. Because LeBron screwed this one up. He picked all the wrong players. He wanted all the OGs on this team because he hates young players. That's why they got rid of Lonzo back in the days because he don't like playing with young players.
Yeah, because they pushing him. They
Yeah,
pushing
this is
him
what
in
he
ways he
get
don't
though.
like. Literally, Kyle Kuzma had to push him in the back to play defense.
And Zen,
Literally. That's
And don't think
embarrassing.
when he came back,
That's why he got traded too.
No,
That's
miss me with that.
It's true. Look at all the talent.
You can't push the number one. You can't push the number one player in damn near NBA history in the back and think that you won't get traded.
One pass got DeAndre Jordan cut. DeAndre was cool till he threw that ball out of bounds the other night. Gone.
He ain't kissing LeBron's ass in the locker room though. You gotta understand, these niggas gotta go in the locker room in the back at the end of the game, man. Their egos, man. I'm telling y'all, man. He ain't kissing LeBron's ass. He ain't want to be over there anyway. He just got mixed up in the trade.
Oh, they signed Kent
Nobody want to
Bazemore,
play with
too.
Nobody want to play with LeBron.
When you sign Kent Bazemore, that also tells me you ain't winning a championship. Oh shit!
You never heard a
Shooters
player.
down. Austin Reeves
Like I
down.
said, y'all ain't
y'all
never.
listen to this. Y'all gotta listen to this. This is the same LeBron. Y'all call LeBron the GOAT. This is the same LeBron who couldn't beat Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and Ray John Rondo when they was by themselves, and he's supposed to be the greatest player of all time. That's what everybody else said.
He wasn't the greatest player of all time at that point in time. He might be now, but at that point in time, years ago, he wasn't great.
Zen,
He was
you see
coming.
the excuses? You see the excuses?
Stop it. You know what?
How many championships did he win? Wait, hold on. How many championships did he win at that time?
if up needs to be down in order for them to be right, that's what they will do. If left needs to be right, if in needs to be out, whatever physics they got to bend, if gravity needs to pull instead of push, that's what it's going to do for LeBron to be the GOAT. They're just going to have their way eventually.
How many
They
championships did
got a twist
LeBron
line.
win? How many championships did he win when he faced the Boston Celtics?
He won
He averaged-
none because the
Okay,
Celtics
then.
was giving him the business.
So he wasn't the greatest player at that time
He was
because
mentally
he haven't won no
trash.
championship.
And by the way, Magic Johnson went to 9 finals and won 5 of them. So he ain't even Magic when it comes to winning.
LeBron wasn't the man he is today at that time.
Robert Horry went 7-0. He got 7 rings. He's not even Robert Horry. He's not even Ron Harper.
Okay, Robert Horry's a little bit of an exception.
But this is
He
listen.
wasn't ever the force of a team. Robert Horry was always a good player, but never the force of a team.
Zen Master.
What's up?
Robert Horry has the same height level as LeBron James. If we're using Wood's logic, they got the same height level.
Yeah.
What? He was a role player, man. Come on now, don't do him like that.
I told y'all they broke out the secret weapon, Stanley Johnson. The Lakers are only down by 7. It's an actual ball game. They brought in Stanley.
Yo,
oh, shit.
It's just us 3 now, y'all. It's just us 3.
Oh, stat.
It's just us 3.
Okay.
Malik playing for his hit of crack. Look at his hair.
Hey, sorry guys, I got a phone call on my phone.
Hey, but that boy Malik playing the Hunger Games. He playing for his next contract somewhere else.
He trying to get home so he can finish this bag off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all! I bet you Malik probably saying, "Dang, I miss Melo." I miss Melo.
To me, Malik the only one whose stock went up this year out of the whole roster.
That's true. That's facts.
Him and maybe Stanley Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much Stanley Johnson's stock's going to go up, but at least he could, keep playing in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, Austin Reeves too,
and Matt McClung. They're dogs.
School shooter for sure.
Matt McClung ain't even playing. What you talking about?
How you get Matt McClung and don't play him? Trash.
You seen Matt McClung play for the Lakers this year? Maybe
Never.
I'm blind.
Never.
I ain't see that dude get in one game, and I'm big on Matt McClung.
I never heard that name.
Yo, dude played in Georgetown?
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Real life question, real quick. Why do the Lakers always play good in the third quarter and trash every other quarter?
Most of the time, they play good in the third quarter. That Pelicans game, they played trash in the third quarter too.
If you're up, if you're down,
man, you could tell Brown was sipping the night before.
If you
Shoot, I don't know. He looked like he doing more than sipping tonight, man. He looked tired, exhausted, sweating, looking like a runaway slave out there.
Sometimes when you have too much tobacco intake, you start sweating.
That's true. That's true.
He probably had one of those days,
he be having a lot of those days.
Them cohibas.
He told whole expensive cigars.
Look, y'all.
I got no problem with LeBron because at least
stop Stanley Johnson. Damn it, you can only hope to contain him.
It's the dang one Mavericks. They don't play no D anyway. This is why this is so disgusting. Like, they shouldn't be getting their ass bust like this from this team.
They're gonna mess around.
Hey, we're having our usual good third quarter. Let's see if we can at least keep the game within 2.
Yeah, I think once
you still watch these games, Nico?
I mean, Klay Thompson was out, so I had no choice.
Oh, all right, yeah. I know you're the biggest Klay Thompson fan ever. I respect that.
That's interesting. I like
he's great
a lot too.
Imagine if he decided to play like Steph Curry. Oh man, just shoot bombs from everywhere, and if you hit 9 out of 18 of them, you're the GOAT.
Don't you want to see him as a one?
You know that Steph has the most. Steph is the worst example for any person learning to play the game of basketball because he really is a chucker.
That's facts. He put that bitch up.
And he don't be looking at the basket half the time.
Look, if you was gonna bet on anything in life, bet that Steph Curry gonna put that bitch up.
And most of the time make it.
Nah, not exactly. Give him the stats again, Nico.
In game in game it's not gonna be. It's gonna be 40% roughly.
Oh,
Probably
I was saying if he
43,
was shooting
44.
9 of 18, which is actually that's a benefit because that's 50%.
That's
So
1.5
let me
points
say
a shot.
7 of 18.
Well, he believes if you just keep shooting, it's eventually going to go in anyway.
Well, for a shooter like Clay,
As long as you make 40%.
I don't know about everybody else, but if Clay take 18 shots, he's giving you Steph efficiency for sure.
That's why the 40% is key, because that's 1.2 points per shot. If you shoot 50% from 2, that's only 1 point per shot. So if you shoot less than 40% from 3, you're going to fall down to 1 point per shot, and then it's not worth it. You might as well take the 2.
And that's crazy. Clay Thompson.
Nico, what's good?
Feels like. What's good, Clay? Just watching these Lakers look a little competent tonight.
They getting their ass whooped?
Oh, we're coming back a little bit. We do our annual third quarter comeback.
Yeah, they got some pride in them somewhere.
Stanley Johnson doing his
They
thing.
was getting smacked by like 20. They're making it respectable now.
I ain't gonna front. This Bron offense be fucking us up.
I agree. Do you know that? Do you know that the plus? I saw a plus minus. I was looking at some plus minuses. It is disgusting. Like a dude dropping 32 and this plus minus to be so terrible, man.
Yeah.
For those who don't understand that means that, like, for all the points that you're putting up, you're giving away a lot more.
Bron with a deep 3. My bad, deep 3.
Turnovers.
Lakers within 4.
Yeah, it's about to go back the other way now.
My issue is that Bron gonna be point guard, really be point guard, bro. All you do is make niggas stand around.
Yeah, it's hero ball in a way. That's what happens.
That's why nobody like playing. Nobody like playing with LeBron because of that reason right there.
Turns everybody into spot up shooters.
I mean, who would you rather play with, Lonzo, LaMelo, or LeBron? If you was the player,
Lonzo.
Because I play with Lonzo. He gonna watch me take all 80 shots.
Yeah. Quick. That was easy.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody want to play with LeBron.
Speaking of
Charlotte, he about his numbers though, man. He can take control of the game. He's trying to get his numbers.
Charlotte, y'all, I do think Terry Rozier is going to be a problem.
Man, we put Bazemore in. He threw a turnover already.
I think Terry Rozier is.
He trash, bro. Bazemore just need to leave. He trash.
Yeah, he needs to retire. For real.
Bron pulling from the logo. Bucket.
Oh, you just now seeing that play, Nico? I'm gonna be quiet. I'm ahead of you.
Right, Nico. You
I got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third.
What time you got?
Come on now, you know I get the games live.
Yeah.
Lakers games. Bron pulled from the logo twice, baby.
What time?
Oh damn, maybe you're right. You ahead of me. You ahead of me.
We get all them Lakers games.
Because check it. I just saw the second one just now. I thought you was talking about the first one.
Nah, Bron punk ass turning up finally.
What's your timestamp, bro?
To all the Laker fans, aren't y'all tired of LeBron for the Lakers sucking for 3 quarters and somehow miraculously going on a 1 to put them back in the game? Aren't y'all sick of that?
Happy.
Oh, for sure.
The only thing about this to me is it's not going to mean nothing when they lose, and that's the sad thing.
Yeah, I'm
Doncic in transition. Found a trash player. They looking for Doncic again. They denying on the ball. Oh, that's Dinwiddie. My bad. Yo, I forgot he was on the team.
Hey, Larry the Bird, if you don't like the fact that we talk about LeBron and the Lakers, or we're at a low point, don't watch the show.
That's
you don't need we don't need no haters on here. You pay homage or leave.
Right, everybody got their favorites and people that they don't like.
The Lakers play every night. Of course, they're gonna get talked
James
about.
As a player, yeah,
right.
He's the trash.
They play every night.
All got to talk about him. I would like to not talk about him so much, but if you don't, then You don't get
There's
coverage.
other channels that don't talk about him as much.
Yeah.
And LeBron actually encouraged everybody. He was the one who said, keep that same energy.
He did.
He told us to do this. We're honoring your guy.
Bron, pull up 3. Tie game.
All I'm saying is it's a reason that most sports
Nico,
shows
stop
cover
getting
the
hyped. They will
Lakers,
still lose. They'll still lose.
Man,
They'll still
Nico,
lose.
you
And not a
Lakers
Bron shoe like
and the
this.
Cowboys.
You're the spoiler alert king, Nico. I don't even need to watch
Doncic
this.
putting the big body in, got fouled. He traveled, I think.
Logos, huh?
Oh, never mind. They called it on Stanley. I do want to say this. Hey, Larry the Bird, look, at least we not fucking, what's that nigga name? Shannon Sharp out here.
Right. Skip.
Skip.
I think, people here really shit on LeBron half the time.
Skip.
Hey, we crap on him because we crap on LeBron because we're crapping on him with facts. We're not crapping on him because we're biased.
And I don't think anybody on here hates LeBron. Like I don't hate LeBron.
No,
I don't hate LeBron. I love what LeBron do for his community. But sometimes his team is aggravating me because they're trash around him.
And the stuff that he does sometimes, personality-wise, rubs you the wrong way. Let's be honest about that.
I like 75% of the shit that LeBron does, but I'm the one to keep it real. There's 25% of the shit that he does that I can't stand. Don't know why he does it.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think that. Real quick, I don't think that it's a way for him to get production out of players if he make them stand around.
Well, what happened to
I think
he
you're
makes
right,
everyone
Nico.
so much better? What happened to that?
Plus,
Remember
Nico,
that?
you was right when you called out the fact that players don't like playing with him. Like, that's false. Look at Kyrie.
Well, look,
Kyrie was young. Kyrie was young, though. Kyrie was young.
No, why did Kyrie have such an issue with, like, Kyrie threw shade on him and all? Like, that was all that shady stuff.
You want to know? Listen, because Kyrie was sick and tired. Because basically, let's be real. Kyrie didn't get credit for that shot. LeBron got credit for that shot. It was LeBron that won the championship, not because of Kyrie's shot. That's why Kyrie left and wanted to do his own thing. They didn't value and appreciate the shot that gave them a championship over LeBron. That's why he left.
I don't even think it was just about that one shot, though. See, the thing is, like, they played a whole season and the playoffs. I think that Kyrie felt as though he should have probably got a little bit more. It shouldn't have. People was making it like it's LeBron's team, like he was just a nobody. He probably just got tired of hearing that after a while. What do you think?
Yeah, it's more of LeBron has. It's like playing with Jordan. The fanboys get to you eventually. Everybody, look, Scottie Pippen at the press conference, they asked him about Michael Jordan. It's like, damn, I got family and children too. And it's at that point with Kyrie, like I said, he was done when they said, what kind of parental role does LeBron play for you and your teammates?
Ooh, yeah, that was disrespectful. I remember that.
And he was done after that.
Right, it's like
the Scottie situation is totally different though, Nico, because Jordan never shit on Scottie Pippen at any point when they played.
Like he don't have to. It's the fanboys.
No,
LeBron
it's
don't
true,
shit on
but
Kyrie.
Scottie Pippen started saying some crazy shit though too. I mean, if he thinks
well, you know why? Because it's the fanboys. Like for example, Kyrie is just doing it at an earlier age. He's at a point now where he's like, damn, I know that I contributed just as much to this, and the fanboys are only talking about LeBron James. They're gonna keep the same way they do with that bald head ass nigga. Yeah. Although he gonna give credit to Scottie, they not the fanboys never ever gonna say that.
With Jordan, but it is what it is. But no, you have a point with that though too, because the fan base will let you know. Just like being in LA, Kobe's fans gonna definitely let you know what's up.
Yeah,
but also, quick, you have to realize something. If Scottie doesn't get if Michael doesn't get Scottie, how we know if he wins those 6 rings by himself?
Okay, give him Sean Kemp.
Yeah, whatever. But the thing is that they definitely
Barkley.
win them together. Jordan never said that they didn't win them together. Jordan
give him
was
any damn body else and he'd have won. Give him anybody else and he'd have won.
He always promoted his team or whatever. It wasn't until Scottie decided that he wanted to go and start.
I'm a Kobe fan, and I'm gonna be real with you. I agree. Jordan still would have been a dog, but Scottie and Jordan just brought something together that was cohesive and led to winning championships.
Yeah, because they started from the, like Drake, they started from the bottom.
No, because one was the alpha and one was a clear beta, and you guys got it twisted.
But check it out, right? But it wasn't.
Hey, that's the problem. You see this? This from Alpha and Beta. Scottie Pippen to beat that nigga ass.
Scottie Pippen would.
What you talking
Are
about?
you
Jordan
kidding
is
me?
10-time scoring title. He has. Come on, man.
Are
Everybody
you
knew.
kidding?
Everybody knew who the
Come
He
man
take
was.
30 shots a game.
Stop
All
the
right. So when
madness.
Jordan retired,
Collins got a Pippen
Pippen was
alpha. That's
there.
crazy.
Listen, when Jordan
I
retired,
said Jordan was alpha and
Pippen was there.
was beta.
He had
Oh.
Kukoc. and he
Pippen was the
salty
dog.
'cause-
He's the
'cause
What
beta.
if they were two alphas?
Phil Jackson?
Nah, it wasn't like
They
that.
wasn't
If you
even
saw
nothing
it,
like
you
that.
know
What
it
you
wasn't
talking
like
about?
that. This is
I mean, it literally
mythology.
was though. Scotty just got
This
a
is
different style of
millennial
play though.
mythology.
Nah, see now I know. That's how I know you didn't even watch any of that.
This is
any of that
millennial
shit during that
mythology.
time.
It's bullshit.
And this is why Scotty is mad at you niggas now.
No,
Nah,
because Scotty knows
Pippen
the
is
truth.
the only person talking crazy. That's why he didn't show up to the damn.
He talking
Hall of
crazy because
Fame
you niggas talking how
75
you talking right
celebration.
now.
He drinking that.
How
Isaiah
am I talking?
juice.
I ain't say nothing crazy about that man.
What if Scotty said that he an alpha too? Why are we calling him a beta?
Look, we all respected Scotty till he came out his
Scotty
mouth.
was dope, but he was the number
We
one
all.
dude
What
on
you
that
mean?
team.
Till he
We
told the truth. His
respected him.
truth.
No, we respected him as a number two. Nobody
Nico,
looked down
you have
on
to
him.
remember,
Oh man,
But he was
Zen
a
Master
clear,
knows about the fanboys because he
number
is a
two.
fanboy. He's a Jordan
that's a fact.
fanboy.
No, we didn't have
He has a notorious
fanboys.
video.
We didn't have fanboys because we didn't have internet hype. We didn't have all the ecosystem that you have. We didn't even have a term called fanboys.
I listened to it from the fanboy's perspective.
This is your stuff. This is your stuff.
It's okay. I'm a
Okay?
Klay Thompson fanboy.
And look,
I'm a Kobe fanboy,
If
so-
you gave Michael Jordan any other All-Star, he was going to win. Period. That's the end of the story.
Not necessarily, man. Like
Scottie Pippen was his child. He raised
would've
him.
won it.
chemistry.
He would've-
Chemistry. And y'all don't
Actually-
understand. It's about the chemistry, man. You got to have people
Didn't
play
matter.
their
It is
roles.
good chemistry, but Scottie Pippen was not carrying that team. Like
Hey,
that was
You
a
can't
fact.
have too many Chiefs.
I mean,
man.
that's
There
not
has to
true.
be
He
one
made it to the
Chief.
playoffs
Nico,
without Jordan.
He made it to the playoffs without the playoffs. He never did anything in his entire career without Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but Jordan would have won them without Pippen.
And
I don't
Jordan
care if
ain't
he
did
had
shit
Karl
without
Malone.
Scotty either.
Yeah, but when
Championship
Scotty,
at
when Michael Jordan retired, why didn't
Championship at
Scotty do
UNC.
something? When
Hey,
Scottie
Jay-
Pippen went on
hey,
to play with the Rockets and all these other
Scotty
great
was
players, he
competitive.
was like the third.
Does
fourth
nobody
guy.
notice
didn't
that
have
he
nothing
said
after
Charles
that.
Barkley?
Come on,
Are
now,
y'all
stop
trying to
it.
tell me that Charles Barkley would win the championship against Jordan, and Jordan has personally multiple times called Charles Barkley soft?
What are you talking about?
You
Jordan
just
played
said, Zen Master, time out. Zen Master just said that he would win with Charles Barkley.
Yes.
Charles
And
Barkley
Michael
was one
Jordan
of the best
just
players
said-
during that period of time. That's a
What?
fact.
I'd rather have Ewing or
I
you-
like
Elijah
you
Wan.
tripping. I like
If
Patrick
Michael
Ewing, but
Jordan
Patrick
and
Ewing
Charles
wasn't better.
Barkley-
Patrick Ewing wasn't better than Charles Barkley.
You mean to tell me Charles Barkley got to the finals with Kevin Johnson, but he wouldn't get there with Michael Jordan?
These
Stop.
dudes don't know what they talking about, Zach.
Stop
They
it.
don't know
They
the
might,
time.
or
kids?
these kids, they might get
Okay,
into it in the
sure.
locker room.
Clearly,
No,
y'all
this is the
don't.
Jordan
Hey, personalities
fanboy.
matter.
That's why Scotty's
Steven is
mad.
trying to
Hold
say
up.
Patrick Ewing.
Fellas.
You just try to say
Person-
Patrick Ewing is better than Barkley.
I'm not.
Fellas,
I didn't say
personality-
Patrick Ewing was better than Barkley. I said chemistry-wise, it would be a problem because of how Jordan thinks and how Charles thinks. That's all I was trying to say. That chemistry is
Yes,
important.
yes.
That's all I was trying to say.
Charles Barkley, actually, if he played next to Michael Jordan, that would have been even
Would.
more ill because at least Charles
Would
Barkley
you
was
understand me?
coming out
Would you understand me?
Yes, they
Barkley
think
was a
anybody
beast.
they see everybody else think that you can just match any other good player with any other good player, but it don't work
That's
like
a
that
fact.
because all
It don't
these
have
good
to be
players.
Barkley.
Hold
It
up,
don't have to be
hold up. Let
Barkley.
me finish.
Take another wing of that era.
Let me
Take Robert
finish.
Horry.
All
He's
these
spitting right now.
all these good players are Chiefs, man. They ain't no understudy, man. Like y'all gotta understand that. LeBron, Kobe, and LeBron, they couldn't play together because they all Chiefs, man. Even though they great, it sound good for us to say,
Facts.
oh, put LeBron, Kobe, and Shaq together. Yeah, but you know what? Look at Shaq and Kobe. They couldn't get along.
They
because
tried
both
doing
was
that with
Chiefs.
they tried doing that with Gary Payton and Karl Malone, and how'd that work out for the Lakers? It didn't.
You can't get too many Chiefs together, man.
Charles
Everybody
Barkley
want to
not
be the
finna
top
watch
dog.
Michael Jordan take 35 shots.
He damn sure ain't. 'Cause he gonna take 30
Exactly.
himself.
He would knock Michael
Yo.
Jordan in the face.
Hold on.
but-
Check it out.
Okay, let's
I
not
just
focus on
was
Charles
watching-
Barkley.
I
Take
was
another
watching-
wing out of that era. Take Robert Horry. Give Michael Jordan Robert Horry, and he's going to win 6 championships.
Hold
Oh,
on,
man.
listen.
No, because
The
Robert Horry's
disrespect
not
is
an
getting
alpha.
real
Robert
crazy.
Horry's a role player. Hold up. Robert Horry's a
So
role
is
player.
Scottie
He's not an
Pippen.
alpha.
Wow, that's
Scottie
disrespectful. I'm
Pippen
done.
got
I'm
made
done.
into what he is by playing with Michael Jordan.
Quit.
Y'all got
Quit.
Yeah.
She's a
I mean,
fanboy. Quit.
Robert
She's a
Horry
Scottie
didn't
Pippen
pretty
fanboy.
has
much
made
do
the
what Scottie
playoffs
Pippen
16
did.
Quit. She's a
times.
fanboy.
How many
No,
points
That's
did he
fanboy.
score? How many points
They
did
call
I mean,
Scottie
you just have,
Scottie
Pippen.
score?
people have their opinions or whatever. I don't
It's
know.
not about points.
But
That's why Scotty said
watched an
Jordan
interview
ruined
with Charles
basketball.
Barkley,
We watched
today that
Scottie
was crazy.
Pippen from a
Nico, I see why
puppy.
you're saying that Scotty's pissed. Because after hearing that statement, I'm pissed.
I'm telling you, bro. Scotty's mad at
I'm
niggas
pissed.
like this, bro. They gonna cape for
Scotty,
Jordan
Man.
relentlessly.
Scotty's
About
mad
what?
because he couldn't do it without him.
Scotty's in the top.
Period.
Scotty's in the Hall of Fame, man.
Scotty's
Hold
mad.
up, Scotty just
Exactly.
went
Talk
along
about
with
him
the
like he in the Hall
program,
of Fame,
man.
then.
I honestly
Wait a
don't think
minute,
Scotty would've made the Hall
man.
of
Scotty
Fame
just
without
went
playing
along with
next
the
to Jordan.
program.
Hey,
Y'all don't
yes, talk about
understand.
Scotty like he in the
Hold
Hall of
up,
Fame.
Scotty just went on
Scotty
with
could
the
have been
program, man.
replaced.
I don't
He
even
could
think
have
he
been
would have been in the
replaced.
Hall of Fame without playing next to Jordan. That's
He
just my
could
And I
have
don't
been
think Jordan
replaced.
Hall of Fame without Scotty. Or the person that
Jordan
came.
was a
That's
10-time
crazy.
scoring champ. What you talking about?
That's crazy.
He was going there anyway.
Scotty went
Bro, they
along
never
with the
find
Wait,
program.
Scotty
Y'all
top
know
can
what
36
y'all let
he
me
did.
games.
finish? Can y'all let me finish my point? Can y'all let me make my point? Yes, Jordan was a 6-time scoring champion, but he was a
10
6-time
times. 10
scoring.
times. You
He
said
was a
6.
10 times.
Don't be disrespectful. 10 times.
Fine. He was a 10-time scoring championship. He was a 10-time scoring champion, and he couldn't get past the freaking. Miss me.
Y'all
He couldn't
talking
get past
about
the
early in his
Pistons.
career?
You're
Miss
talking
me.
about a
He
5-year
was talking
player, man.
about
Get
early
out
in
of
his
here.
career. You know what? LeBron couldn't get to
That's
the damn
silly
finals.
shit.
That's the reason why he ran to the Heat.
Come on, like he was supposed to just step in with his dick
Motherfuckers
swinging and
Would.
knock
talking
it down.
crazy.
Come
Don't pick
on.
and choose arguments now.
I got him. I got him.
Don't pick and
Hey,
choose.
I got him.
when Jordan left Scotty, he ain't make the playoffs.
What?
Scotty left Jordan, he was in the
What
playoffs
you
every
talking
year
about?
afterward.
What
You
you got
talking
him on?
about after their second retirement? When Jordan left Scotty made the playoffs, but he didn't go too far. That's what he's crying about the damn
You
last
took another
dance.
shower. You were
He
sweating.
came back at 37 years old.
In a half a season, it made it
After
to the
2
damn.
years
It made it to
off.
the Eastern Conference Finals.
After 2 years off. He scored 43 in a game when he was 38 years old. Look it up. Jordan was still a killer in DC.
Not only was he still a killer, he was leading the league in scoring.
Shit, he
Came
ain't had
back and
Scotty
led the
though.
league in scoring again.
No, he wasn't
Who
playing
ain't gonna
for a
ride with Jordan?
championship.
Who ain't gonna ride with Jordan? Y'all winning that much. Ain't nobody go quit the team, man. Scotty went on
Ain't
along for
nobody
the
gonna
ride,
quit the
man.
team because when Jordan was there, they won. When he wasn't there, guess
Yeah,
what?
they was winning because of all of them, not just because of Jordan. The team as a whole was winning, so why would anybody mess up that up? That's all that happened.
Bro,
They
Jordan
was all
three-peated.
winning, man.
Listen, Jordan
Exactly.
three-peated. He retired.
This is the open-minded
Hold
perspective.
on.
No fanboy shit.
No fanboy
Yeah,
shit.
there you go. There you go.
Jordan left after a three-peat.
What
Phil
about that
Jackson was
shot Kurt
there.
hit? What
Scottie
about that
Pippen
shot
was
Kurt
there.
hit?
They brought Kukoc in. They didn't
It
get to
don't
the
matter.
Eastern
What about
Conference
that shot?
Finals. They didn't get to the
What
Eastern
about that
Conference
shot
Finals
Curry
without
hit?
Jordan.
What about shot what?
What about that shot though? They need everybody on the
What
team.
shot?
Y'all don't understand. The
Nobody
shot Kurt
said he was
made.
out there playing 1-on-5, did we?
But that's what y'all acting like. Y'all act
No.
like Jordan. Look, if you
Nobody's
take
acting
anybody,
like that.
hold
But
on,
you
hold
trying
on,
to
hold
make
on.
it
Wait a
like
minute,
Scottie
fellas.
Nobody.
Wait a minute.
Nobody.
If you take,
We need this honesty,
hold on.
please.
If you take
Nobody can win a championship
anybody
with
out
one
that
star.
team, you take anybody out that team, that 95, 96, you take anybody out, they wouldn't have won, man. Come on, y'all know that
Get
much.
out of here, man.
What team you
You
talking
You
need
talking
about?
about
more
like
than one
Jordan wasn't
star to
winning
win a
early in his career?
championship.
I'm talking about the first three. I'm talking about the first three. The first three
first three?
championships.
Stop it.
I mean, his team was always the best when they
Their
were
team
winning.
was
Stop
team
it.
was a lot better when he came back.
Come on, y'all.
Than those
Shit, they
first
was
three.
already in the ECF, so
He had one.
I guess
When
he
they
does
got
put him
Dennis
over the top.
Rodman, man, they just replaced one player with another one. When they got Dennis
But they
Rodman,
didn't
man.
just
Y'all don't
replace one
understand.
player with another.
He
They had
had
Ron
one.
Harper. Nobody talks
He
about
had
him.
one All-Star teammate. One. Do y'all understand that? One.
Who?
Pippen. That's all the fuck he needed was one.
Pippen wasn't no fucking all-star, man. They just put him on
Yes,
there
he
because Jordan was
was.
on the damn team.
What,
He was
what
good,
are you
man, but
talking
anybody could have
about?
played his spot. I'm talking about if you put anybody with Jordan at that time, at his prime, anybody
we
could have been
agree.
an all-star.
We agree. You and I are not arguing.
Yes,
We
sir.
agree.
Well, we
I mean,
ain't-
you
we
are
don't need
only
to have we don't
because
need to have
he
all
not
these crazy
fanboying right
arguments.
now.
It's the past. It's the past. It is what it is. But for real, like real talk, no bullshit, no cap. Jordan was that motherfucker was the real deal. That's all there is to it.
That's
how I
facts.
feel.
I seen
Here's
the
how I
milkman
feel.
he was playing against.
Here's how I feel. The millennials, this generation, the LeBron generation, is
Hey, he had your
elevating.
neighborhood drug
Hold up.
dealer whoever he was going against.
Hold up. Y'all just want to elevate Scottie Pippen for your own game because you want to prop LeBron up. That's all it is.
Nah, because
So push up
we
Scottie
did
Pippen
this
to
because
diminish
we was talking
Jordan.
about Kyrie, not
Push up
LeBron.
Scottie Pippen to diminish Jordan. That's what y'all been doing for the last 2 years.
Whoever said that, you talking the right shit. Whoever said that, you talking the right
That was
shit.
Nico. And me
Nico,
and
they are
Nico agree on
fanboys.
that because our conversation started.
Yes.
Our
See?
conversation
See?
started talking
Oh,
about
man.
Kyrie, about how Kyrie, you know what I mean, felt slighted about LeBron, yada yada yada, which had him talking shade. So that's how all of this combo started. But on the real,
I need you to
man,
understand.
no one person wins anything in basketball. I mean, it's called a team sport for a reason. Everybody
Yeah, but I've
participates.
seen
I'm only
memes that
supporting
said,
LeBron
like,
until he's no longer a Laker. Come on now.
Scottie was the real one beast. And come on, man. This type of
Yo, you
revisionist
can't
history
play
is
that
not
and be
coming from
serious.
my generation.
That's not even a serious comment, and I don't know
No,
why.
but when
tripping.
you see that type of shit, you understand what they're doing. You understand what their motives are when you see
See?
that
And this is
kind of
why
shit.
Scotty wrote a book, because of niggas like you.
And who read it?
You know
Get
what the
tired of
thing?
this bullshit.
Listen, hold on. I'm gonna
Say
share
who
with
read
you
it.
what happened though with Scotty, right? Scotty could have been out there with the Hall of Famers, but the reason he didn't go,
He didn't
I'm
want to swing on
speculating,
Jordan.
is because when he goes out there, he's gonna look like a fucking fool to the Hall of Famers. All them niggas know basketball. Come on, Scotty, you wildin'. Everybody
Stop
know
it.
that.
Scotty got played. He didn't get no money.
When Scottie Pippen goes to the Hall of Fame and he walks around those halls, he's feeling like the second fiddle because everybody's on Jordan shit, and that ain't never gonna change.
Yep.
Sorry to break it to you, Scotty.
Nope.
That's why we need people like Isaiah Thomas to spit the real shit he spit earlier today.
Isaiah's a hater too.
Isaiah's a realist.
He wasn't
Isaiah's
no
a
1A.
hating-ass nigga too.
He listened to these old niggas talking about Charles Oakley and check Giannis. Nigga, oh my goodness.
No, he's right about that though. He's right about that though, Nico.
I feel like
fuck
that's
with him on
cap.
that.
I feel like Giannis strong enough for any generation, to be honest.
Nah, I fucks with Isaiah on that comment, but Isaiah do be hating. His ass be hating too. He's still feeling salty because niggas wasn't on the dream team.
Yeah,
bro, is he hating because he's being honest? Like, what's going on?
No, he said a lot of hating ass shit. He's not on the dream team. He feels some type of way.
Him and Jordan hate each other.
But when Michael Jordan say some hating shit, it's just, oh man, that's the GOAT.
What shit did he say that was hating?
All the shit he take personal.
Here we go with the fanboys in this party about Jordan. Y'all just
trying to listen. Not nobody no fanboys. Tell me what that nigga said that was hating. Y'all niggas can't even say the shit the nigga said that was hating. I'm trying to hear what y'all niggas.
They just want to resort to name calling.
I was in diapers in that era. I would have to research.
He's not name calling, but y'all being very fanboyish right now.
That's a fact.
Resort to name calling when
This
you ain't got no
dude's
argument.
a
That's
Bulls
what you do.
fan. When Michael Jordan was playing, he never said nothing disrespectful about nobody on his entire team. He always downplayed his performance. He always bigged up his team, and he always had
Isaiah Thomas didn't say nothing about his teammates either.
Yeah, he didn't. Hold on, he didn't say nothing on camera. Now in the locker room, he gave them the business. So don't think he ain't gave them the business in the locker room. He just ain't good at on camera.
They know how Michael Jordan get down, man.
Isaiah was tough. I like Isaiah. Isaiah was a dope ass player for real.
I like him too. I even like the fact that he's still angry at Jordan because it's like that bitter rivalry still lives with him too.
Yeah, right.
They can't let it go.
But he was right.
Something happened behind the scenes,
He did get slighted. That was shady. He felt as though like y'all got Scottie Pippen over here on a dream team and y'all ain't got me.
And he's from Chicago, and he felt like he didn't like seeing Jordan everywhere in Chicago because he felt like it was his town.
Jordan took over.
Because he an alpha. That's why he
in there. But he played for the Pistons, so don't be crying, Isaiah. You went to Detroit.
Got your ring.
Sure did.
Got your ring.
More than one, right?
He got more than one. He got two.
He got his rings.
Man, Vinny Johnson.
He got a couple rings.
But he got his rings.
Yes, he did.
That old Pistons team.
And he got them before Jordan got his.
I love that old Pistons team. That was like the first basketball
Who
team.
got that ring? Scottie Pippen?
Nah, we talking about Isaiah. Yo, that Pistons team was tough though.
Was good.
They're saying that Scottie Pippen was nothing but a role player.
They're sleeping on Scottie Pippen. He don't
they're
never
very
get
disrespectful. They're very disrespectful.
He never won a championship without
Scottie gets disrespect.
That's facts. Dude, can we pause this real quick? The Lakers are up.
That nigga
LeBron James is hooping.
Nobody said he was a role player. Niggas just said he was not the number one player on that team, and that's a fact.
What about Kukoc? What about that Kukoc shot?
Scottie said Michael Jordan ruined basketball.
What about Rodman getting all the rebounds? That plays a part of winning a championship too.
Yeah, they get the rebounds and pass when they were for sure taking the shot. Hey, Westbrook love getting his shit beat at the rim. I see.
You know they ain't winning.
This man always coming with them soft ass layups. What happened to Duncan Westbrook? Is that guy gone?
That's all.
That nigga don't be dunking shit no more.
But back to this
Carmelo
conversation.
wide open in the corner.
What?
Oh,
They're
he
so
missed.
disrespectful. What? They're so disrespectful to Scottie Pippen.
Scotty was
Disrespectful.
What are you saying?
You feel as though
They
you
say
feel
that
it's
he's a role
disrespectful
player.
to say
He's a
nobody
role
said
player.
Scotty
Man,
was a role player.
hey,
He did have a
that's
role.
what the narrative. But you know what? Y'all gotta understand. That's what the narrative was. You know what I'm saying? You can't listen to the news, man. He an alpha, man. He wasn't no role player, but he an alpha, man. That's why. I mean, a lot of stuff be happening
Man, you
backstage,
need to
man.
go
Y'all
back
gotta.
and watch. You need to go back and watch the Bulls and then tell me what he was. He was a good player.
I mean,
Here we go with the
Best
last
player
looked
thing.
like a
on the
role
team.
player.
He
Team at
scored
all.
when he had to.
He was an all-star.
He did score when he had to. When the last couple
But
of
he
minutes
was an
of the game,
all-star.
the game was on the line.
Passed the
He
basketball.
looked like
Game
a
was
role
on the
player.
line. Niggas
But
was
he was
not
an
double teaming
all-star.
Scottie Pippen. Niggas was not triple teaming Scottie Pippen. They was doing that shit to Jordan for a reason.
You
You're
can't
right,
triple
and
team. You know why?
that's why
Because he's gonna
Scotty
pass
was
the
able to get
basketball.
off. That's why Scotty was able to get off his
All
score many
right.
points
So
because
if you want
everybody
to
was
call that, if
focused
you want
on
to call
Jordan.
that being a
Bro, they
role player,
faulted
then call
Scotty
it
for
being a
playing
role
basketball
player.
the
Everybody
right
Scotty
was
way.
ain't never been
focused
man
on
no double and
Jordan.
triple team.
Everybody
One
was
mic,
focused
You
on
know
y'all.
why?
Jordan.
Because that nigga's gonna shoot the
One
basketball
mic.
for sure.
One mic.
I could have scored 50 points playing with Jordan. You wide open all the time.
Shit, he ain't passing you the ball.
True.
You lying?
He,
Jordan
he
passed
passed.
the ball too.
When they triple
Shout
He
teamed him,
catching
man,
Scored,
33
he
but
had to
shots when he
pass the
Jordan.
touched the
ball.
ball.
Shout out teamwork. He said never a one-man game. What you think about
Thank
that?
Right,
you.
and he's right about
Never.
that.
It's always been
Ain't
a
nobody say
team.
Scotty
Carmelo
ain't do
shooting a
nothing.
free throw.
But you're
I
Flight, you
just
right.
done
say
heard me
I
several
just say
times talk about
give him another
basketball is a
all-star
team game, right
wing.
or wrong, Flight. I believe that basketball is a team game. I'm not even disrespecting Scotty, but Scotty is
Right.
kind of
Wow.
become a little bit salty for I can't help it that you was in the shadows of Michael Jordan. Like we can't help that. That's just what it is, man. It's cool. You in the hall, man.
But y'all make it seem like Scotty was a
He's
bum
not in
though
the
when y'all do
shadows.
Hey,
The
hey,
that.
fanboys
What's
make
the
it
teamwork.
that
Hold
way.
bum?
on. Teamwork said you win. Whole team doesn't get credit. You lose, team doesn't get blamed. What you think about that?
Nobody worries about LeBron's teammates when we talk about his championships and his losses.
Oh no.
We don't worry about who he played with when he lost either.
Yes.
It's about how many chips LeBron
It's
won.
different when you got a fanboy fan
92
base.
charged.
No. Every championship team has its star players. Giannis has how many now? You know what? People are not going to count Chris Middleton's rings. They're not going to count
Bron just
Dante
did a disgusting
DiVincenzo's
step
Facts.
back.
rings. They're going to count Giannis's rings. So
True.
stop the
Like
cap.
LeBron. They'll count LeBron's rings, but sometimes they won't count D Wade or Chris Bosh's rings.
I
Well,
Bingo.
mean, Giannis
they're
did
gonna
put up
count D
50,
Wade's rings. Believe
15, and
that.
7,
Don't
though.
nobody care how many rings D
They're gonna
Wade
count
got.
D Wade's rings. They might not count Chris Bosh's rings.
They don't count how many rings D Wade got. They don't care.
Don't nobody
They
care.
Giannis only
do.
got one
They
ring
do.
anyway, so
D
he
Wade
don't
had
even
rings
count.
before LeBron got there.
Giannis
We
only
talking
got
about
one ring, so
we talking about the
he ain't
greatest of the
even on that level.
greatest.
Yeah, but
It
his ring
matters
is
when you're
more
talking about the
blingy than
greatest of the
everybody
greatest.
else's, though. You see that ring they gave them Bucks? That shit ain't playing games.
He ain't proven though. He ain't proven though.
Carmelo in the corner for 3, baby.
Anybody can win one championship. Can he win another? That's the question.
Nah, not
Can he
everybody
win
can
three
win one
twice?
championship. Stop the fucking cap.
Man, yeah, it is. Ain't no dynasties every time somebody win now.
The only reason you say there ain't no dynasties every time is because LeBron only went back to back one time in his whole life.
I ain't thinking about LeBron. I'm
Just
just saying in
slander.
general.
I don't even
Hey,
like.
we up by
Hey,
I
5
don't
this
even.
right
shit
now,
hurts.
though.
Shit, what the fuck you want me to do? You want me to lie to you?
I
I don't
mean,
even like. I don't even like LeBron now.
facts.
Listen, Nico knows the Warriors was a dynasty, right or wrong, Nico?
For sure, because they're going to win at least 3 more rings.
Right, and they would have won 3, probably more likely than not.
I mean, if Steph Curry wasn't ass cheeks, they would have definitely be 4 or 5-time champions.
You blame Steph Curry for them losing the 3-1 lead against the Cavs?
Of course, he's awful. I just brought up the stats recently. I need to find that screenshot again. Steph Curry was shooting like 28% in the losses to the Cavaliers or some shit like that, bro.
I just remember LeBron blocking that nigga and looking at him crazy.
Wow.
Try that weak shit up in here.
Can I say this? Imagine being a nigga that's taking all the shots and you're not hitting them and you don't play defense. You're not going to win.
Look, here go the first 3 right here.
Ooh, nice.
He said the Warriors got 1 more ring. Bro, as long as Klay Thompson is young and healthy, Oh shit!
This is
Championship threat every year.
this is 91 through 93. That's the first three. Then we got
No, I just no, but all jokes aside though, thank y'all for having me on the stream. Thank you,
we got
stream. You know, I'm about to get
Oh,
off.
for sure, man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
having you on, homie.
Thank y'all. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
back.
appreciate you coming through.
All right.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
These are always really good panels, man. All of you dudes, man, whether everybody agree or disagree, man, I like the panels here on Flight Sports TV. We be having some nice, healthy, fired up debates.
Yeah, this should be hilarious.
Homie, where you get all these rings from?
It's the Bulls rings.
My man, you a real Bulls fan.
They got everything on Amazon, man. They just, little cheap replicas for the set.
I feel you, man. That's what I call a real fan right there. I'm surprised you're not wearing Chicago Bulls colors right now.
Nah, I'm just.
Is that a
like I
Michael
said,
Jordan cigar though?
Nah, he ain't in that business. At least not that I know of.
Jordan is in the business of cigars. I'm not sure if you know that. Jordan has his cigars rolled.
I'm talking about those fine cannabis cigars.
Oh, all right.
That right there. That's what
I got you. Can I bust?
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and Google his cigar brand.
Okay.
Bro, who would
LeBron
pay
is
$500 that box for a box of cigars? What the fuck?
Yeah, yo.
Did that shit make you levitate?
I just finished watching this shit on Jordan and his cigars, man. That shit is crazy. He spent a lot of money on that shit too.
How much for them?
I'm gonna have to see what they make you feel like. They
Did
better
you say
have
$90?
Nah, it's like $500 or something crazy.
Yeah, $500 a box.
What? Yeah, the rings was $70, man. You get the rings and feel better about yourself.
Feel like
Hey,
Thanos
like I
over there,
said, them
huh?
cigars better have you levitating a little bit.
My man over there feeling like Thanos.
Hey, I want to feel like something with that much money put into them.
Shit. I can
Hey, need to have me contemplating reality.
I don't know about that.
That man said $500 a box.
Yeah, 500. I can stock up for a good 6 weeks off of that tree.
Yo, why they always lying with LeBron hair in the commercials? It's almost disrespectful.
You got a good edge artist.
But it's like somebody, like they put the fibers in his head for every commercial, but it'd be different if we didn't know what the head really looked like. You know what I'm saying?
It's like what he looked like. He looked like George Jefferson.
Yeah, look, we accept that. Hey, I'm in his same bracket, but imagine every time you see me, I got a dark ass top. It's like it's a mind fuck.
Yeah, but I guess that's why he doesn't cut it off, because he does commercials and it still looks good on commercials because he gets the paint.
Oh, so what you're saying is 2,000 years from now, when our history is destroyed, we just gonna remember him for having a full head of hair.
No, what I'm saying is that a bald head might not be as marketable as a fade.
There you go. You got it. Don't nobody make you look old, man. Don't nobody want to look at nobody
everywhere.
old.
Right.
Yeah, but in sports though, they all 20 and 21 years old. Anybody losing their hair, but only a handful of players, because they life expectancy what? They be out of the league by 3 years, they say, is your average time an NBA player?
Something like that.
Nobody want to look at grandpa playing with a whole bunch of young players.
People know how to deal with their hair better than they used to.
Yeah, it's a lot of technology. You get that man.
A lot of them dudes in the 70s, 80s, and 90s was crazy.
Yeah,
they ain't had the technology, man.
It's crazy, baby.
They spraying on stuff now. You can spray on something when you leave out the house. You know what I'm saying? It look like you get some hair.
Yeah.
Hey, they got the hair fibers. Cut it all off and spray it, and walk out the crib taking them Instagram photos with a head full of hair.
That's all you need.
I swear when they perfect that lace front beard, I'm getting one. When they perfect it, because I can't grow a beard. I can only
a beard is wild.
It's like a life dream.
Only thing they did back in the days is dye they shit. The older men back in the day, they dyed it. That was the first step, is dyeing your stuff black instead of gray. Now you can put the whole weave and glue it on.
I dyed my chin once, and it was like I immediately regretted it. I wanted my gray back right away. Strangely
Oh,
enough,
you was doing
Hey,
just for me?
I did some shit I ordered, some gel I ordered, real simple solution. It did color it well, and luckily after about a week or so it came out. But right away I was like, nah, I don't ever want to do that again.
Nah,
hey,
Bad
people,
after that.
women
better than
be
the days
fucking
in
with
the
the salt and pepper.
1970s. They had a toupee on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Them up with the blow off in the wind.
People laugh at your ass for
I'm
having a
trying to be like
toupee
Walt
back then.
Frazier.
Hey, LeBron
Westbrook
ain't
just shot
blowing
a
off.
deep three for why?
LeBron toupee
Oh,
ain't going off. It's stuck to his head.
hey, this is low key disrespectful as fuck. Russ just shot at least a 28 footer, almost 30 feet for no reason. Like, who tells this
He
nigga
trying
that
to
he
score
has
his
these
points.
abilities?
He need points, man. These you gotta understand, man. These players need points, man. They be looking up at that box score and seeing what their points is.
Yeah, he's turned it into a role
Well,
player for
we
real.
down. I'm gonna say we up by one. Luka got the ball. We might go down right now.
Lakers losing regardless. Over.
Pretty much.
Now LeBron
They don't
back and
got
we
the
got a
morale.
chance.
They don't got the morale
Russ with a steal,
to
baby. Bron in transition. He know he not fast no more. He
man.
always slow down.
Jeff Green in the
Cash
game.
out. How much you want to bet the Lakers lose? Cash
Wait till
out.
Jeff Green. Wait till Jeff Green get in the game again.
I mean, we
I
10th in the
forgot.
West. I ain't finna bet on them to win.
Hey, next time we get on
Niggas
here,
took the
man.
lead.
All right, it's over. Girls, what happened? They gonna make sure LeBron lose this year.
I know the
Hey, you got to
Mavericks
get when
better
Dave
not for
James on
no
here.
reason.
He's willing to take some bets over LeBron.
I'm just
Mavericks
kidding
by
anyway. I
one.
don't bet, man. I'm just messing with you.
No,
Mavericks by
I
one.
was say people have been fleecing Dave James out of bread.
I ain't betting on the NBA. They crooked anyway. They be fixing these games. That's why I'm sports bet.
Mavericks up by one, unfortunately.
They got that magnetic ball.
Right now, Luka got Bron. I'm gonna try to hit him with a step back. I already know. Step back, fade away, bucket. Fuck.
Somebody said Luke is in
I
shape.
almost can like read what somebody about to do.
Where?
Bron about to try to come back with another three.
Oh, nice move, Luka.
Bron dribble, step back, three. Oh my goodness. This it's almost too easy to read. The way I pick up just what's finna happen is unreal.
How much time
Bron's
left?
tired. Bron's
4
tired.
minutes left.
He's tired and his knee is hurting, and this is when he's pulling up. I'll be
He
surprised.
finna try to
if he
hit
finished the game.
Bron with the step back. Just because Bron tried him. Bron cut that shit off good though. I ain't gonna front. People don't talk about Bron defense. It's actually solid.
105, 100 Mavs.
Oh man,
I
I
just
told you Lakers.
Yeah, they up by 5. He cut that step back off and then got drove by. And Luka threw a crazy ass lob. So they up 5. We have to pray that Luka don't take over and send us home. If we lose this game, I'm open to shutting the season down.
Yeah, I think if they lose tonight, they go do it. They go pull the plug. Something gonna be on the news until they pull the plug.
Let me
I
see.
wouldn't
I'm gonna
call.
view the standings real quick.
I wouldn't call this game a low point. But
Actually, never
I
mind. We
feel
still
you.
in play-in tournament range, but we good. Never mind. If the
They know they
play-in
ain't gonna
wasn't
win no
here,
play-in tournament.
shit, we going Anthony Davis.
Oh, he coming back?
Yeah, by that time for sure.
Yeah, they're showing some fight tonight. I wouldn't rock their boat win or loss tonight because they're showing a little bit of fight. Let them try to
Yeah, I
get it
think we got a
together.
chance. We 27 and 33. The 8th seed is 33 and 31. All we gotta do is stay ahead of the Pelicans. They 25 and 36. We'll be fine.
Oh, I thought they used to be 500. It used to be 500 in the West. I forgot they changed the playoff format. If you ain't making 500, you weren't making it a couple years ago. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's why the play-in is such an important thing. You get that chance to slide up in there. And if Kawhi Leonard or Paul George are in that seventh, I'm gonna say that eighth seed, or not there for that seventh or eighth seed game, then you're gonna beat the fuck out of them.
Kawhi Leonard still ain't back. What's wrong with him? Broken leg or something?
Paul
He had
George is
tore his
expected.
ACL.
Paul George is
Dang.
expected back mid-March. He'll be back.
Shit. So, oh shit, he still got a chance still. Yeah, it was during that Utah Jazz series.
He always hurt too, though. That's another person who made it glass. It seemed like he always hurt every year.
Yeah, I think
Kawhi made
personally,
Leonard.
Patient 13.
Yeah,
Let me see.
Leonard hurt.
Kawhi always hurt like a mug.
He
Damn,
is.
Kawhi.
Every team he go to. He
I don't know
even
what
take-
happened to Paul George, but
He probably partying
I mean-
with some strip.
He was balling out.
yeah, I ain't gonna
before
front. He
got hurt.
do got some James Harden energy.
He got
He
some.
balling
He got
out.
strip.
Yeah, Paul George almost can't survive without no ass, so it makes sense.
Steven
went to that
Jackson,
bubble
all
where-
them.
Hey, look, he went to that bubble where there was no ass and had a meltdown.
Who you talking about?
Yeah.
Paul George.
Paul George. Steven Jackson.
George Paul.
Hey, Flight. Paul George went to that bubble where there was
Yeah.
no booty in there. He was in a dark place.
Lost it.
Yeah, Paul George, man, he got to get his shit together, man. He got to win something, man.
Then he was in a dark place hooping with the homies. It's
Right.
crazy. And making millions.
But listen, they could shock some people this season, man, when he returned, man. Kawhi Leonard and PG, man. Look out. They're going to be looking to do something when they get there. When they all get back. I don't
I
know
ain't
what they're
gonna
going to do, man.
That's the only team that can beat the Warriors. That's because Kawhi Leonard seems to make Steph Curry freeze up mentally, even if he ain't doing shit.
They trailing 5 points. They on TNT. Let me go to this fucking game.
It's that blank
Yeah.
stare.
Look at this. I ain't
We
even
got
watching.
3 minutes and 33 seconds left.
I can't tell if he's feeling anything or what's wrong with this nigga. He don't got no expressions.
They finding Brian Brown in the post. Russell Westbrook with a nice dunk. About time, bro. Get on that rim, bro. He better realize his best asset to us is his athleticism, nothing else. Brian Brown with the calling for Luka matchup. Luka gonna try to drive by him. Oh, Brian Brown cut him off. Luka with a floater. Bucket. Oh, this nigga's cooking, bro. Fuck.
I told you it's over, man. Lakers ain't winning nothing. They know what
Yeah,
it
the
is.
Pelicans going to take their spot. Watch.
Brian Brown punk ass finna try
Please.
to set up another 3-pointer in the post. You already know.
Please let the Pelicans take their spot and get our draft picks.
He
Important.
waiting
How
for
many
Carmelo to
LeBron
get
got
open.
tonight?
Right now, I'm
LeBron-
at 105, 102 with 3 minutes to go on the floor. Luka
How many
just
points
scored,
LeBron
too.
got?
I don't
Oh, I got you.
know. I just
LeBron has
got the game
24.
on. I know Melo out
LeBron
there.
right now got 24. He's 9 and 15,
Yeah.
11
See, I told
boards.
you he get his 27. LeBron get his 27 and he go home for the night. He ain't worried about this stuff.
Westbrook 5 for 17.
He always shooting off. That's what he do. They know what he do anyway before they hired him.
They hit
It just
Carmelo
didn't
in
work
the
out.
eye. Hopefully we get a flagrant.
Malik Monk 5 for 14. Austin Reeves 1 for 6.
Damn, our young boys is ass right now.
Carmelo 6
Malik
for 10,
Monk.
and even Bazemore shooting tonight.
Malik 2 for 20. Y'all know what I mean. 2 for 20. Malik Monk.
Hey, all he had
Y'all
to
don't
do was
get
give up
that.
that number one.
He like them pieces.
No, like he's smoking. That he on
That's
the
what I mean.
yeah, yeah.
He
He
like
2
them
for
Reese's
20.
pieces.
Hey, night. He 2 for 20.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm telling
go
Malik
ahead, man.
could have still been in Charlotte if he gave up that number one.
Melo came up in there, threw him off of that. They couldn't keep him.
Gotta go.
He could have been there if he, like I said, gave up that number one, but he wanted to be stubborn. Get your ass up out of here.
Oh yeah, he did drop the ball. He wanted some money though. He wanted some money.
Damn, Russ.
You heard? He said he can pay for it though, but he was like, I ain't paying for your jersey.
Yeah, that hey. Now you paying and playing for a different team.
Yeah, but he wanted that money though, so he can buy more of his stuff.
Yeah, I
He needed
understand.
that.
I mean, oh shit, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm just talking crap.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Malik Monk. Yeah, when ZO2 hit you up, you know what I'm saying, and ZO2 say let him get that number one, you don't do it. They can't pull every string, but they're gonna pull that string.
It's ego, man. I mean, imagine if you was playing on the team and somebody just came in and took your jersey, man. He couldn't do it, for his own personal, self-esteem. You just can't let nobody come and take. I don't care how good the player is, man. That's your number. That's your number.
Damn,
How
I
would you
mean,
feel?
Lakers need to press Luka. Lakers need to press Luka. There's no
it
other
depends on who
second
it
scorer
is.
out here. There's no second
I
scorer
mean,
out there
LaMelo
for
wasn't
them.
established at that time, though. His name was big because LeVar and his brother, but him himself, he can't let no 19-year-old kid come in there and just take his. I mean, think about it, man. Like we know he better now, but at the time, I wouldn't have did it. I tell you that would like get your little ass back, LaMelo. Like you ain't about to get my number.
Realistically, though, this is what they were trying to facilitate because Malik Monk, original number was 5, and that 5 was available. They was trying to get him to get that number 5 back.
He got comfortable
And
with
they
the
just
number
wanted to
one
be
though.
stubborn.
Yeah, he wanted money for it. He's trying to make a quick buck out of switching the numbers. He said he was gonna do it on he tweeted on Instagram. I mean he put it on Twitter or whatever
So he couldn't think of
that he
11
was
when he
doing it
was in
for some money.
Charlotte. He couldn't think of 11 when
He
he was in
wanted some
Charlotte.
he wanted some money, man. That was all it was about, man. If y'all look at his tweets, man, he said he'd do it for some money. And Lonzo wasn't paying him. Lonzo said he ain't paying for his little brother to get that number.
That's ridiculous.
I ain't gonna front. I
Hey,
gotta look at that. I'm not rehearsed on it right now.
If it means that much to you,
yeah,
homie,
man.
here you go.
He wanted like
I'm
$25,000 for that or something like that.
I'm Malik Monk. I ain't got no big ass endorsements. Take the number. Go ahead, bro.
I ain't gonna front. That's a light fee to pay.
I mean, yeah, in a way, but I guess it's kind of insulting to have somebody be like, "Yo, give me that number, homie."
Yeah, man, he a man. Y'all keep thinking these people ain't men, man. These people are a real men, like real people, man. They can't let
You want
nobody
This
my
could
take
have been
their
number?
1 number.
1-on-1 by now. I would
You
have
want
paid
my
that bread.
number?
They
25
might be
grand ain't
super.
bad. That's pretty cheap.
LeBron
They might
found
be
Melo.
superstar
Oh my God! Why do the Lakers suck so bad?
because they only got LeBron, man. Hey, quit
Cause,
watching that, man. Don't even watch it no more, man. Like it's gonna be like
cause,
this for the rest of the season.
cause LeBron built a team, and he's
Honestly, just
old.
waiting for Klay Thompson to play again.
He hurt again. He just got back.
He day to day.
Oh man, so his stuff ain't acting right. His knee ain't acting right.
They didn't say what it was for, but he day to day.
It's his knee, man. He been ramping it up too much, man. His knee ain't. He thought his knee was back. He started ramping up and it got back hurt again. It's hurting him.
He was going hard when I saw him last week. That's for
That
sure.
mean that
He looked good
it'll
out
never
there.
be right. His knee ain't gonna never be right then if he's hurting or if he getting out already.
Lakers just turned the ball over. We
Shit.
down by 6.
Man, I had surgery last May on my ankle. It still is recovering. Gets better
See,
every
that's what
day,
I'm.
but it takes a while.
You older than him. You
Yeah,
young. You in your
I'm
30s.
way no, I'm way older than he is, but I'm almost 50. But it takes
Oh, that's
time.
probably why. Yeah, the
It
older
takes
you
time.
is,
Yeah, surgeries ain't no
yeah,
joke.
Damn. The
yeah. I feel
Timberwolves
you.
beat the shit out of the Warriors. Steph Curry happy he got his 34.
That's all he care about, man. Like at some point, man, you just got to go for the numbers, man. Go ahead and go home and retire.
Clay will be
Put it
all
Carl
right.
all out
Anthony
there.
had 39.
Clay will be all right. He just got to work his way back in. That's all.
They keep shooting
I
him in
need to
his
see what
knee.
Klay Thompson out for though, for real.
What's up?
His knee, man. I bet you got knee soreness, man. I bet you. Look it up.
That's
Hey,
most of the
Doncic is
NBA.
out
He'll
here
be all right.
bullying Bron on the low. Bron, please stop. Pull up in transition. Bucket. He missed. Air ball. All right, cut the game off. I'm
The
finna go to
Lakers
sleep.
ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. I'm
I'm
telling you.
about to go to
No,
sleep.
man.
Flight,
So
man.
this,
Come
this
on,
is
man.
this is
Like,
like a bad movie. I'm telling you.
Watch
Time to
Brian
pull the
Brian
plug, Flight.
airball. I'm finna head to bed.
Time to pull the
it's
plug.
over, man.
Brian just sent
Pull
a
the
crazy
plug.
airball. I can't handle. I gotta go to sleep immediately.
They're gonna have an announcement tonight. I'm telling you, they're gonna we gonna sit LeBron out for half of the
Oh, LeBron
games,
just
and
airballed. LeBron just
I'm telling
airballed.
you, that was painful.
Did you
he's
see
mentally
that?
done, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Hey,
LeBron
good
just
night.
airballed.
Frank Vogel's head coaching tenure is almost
Hey,
over.
good night.
This nigga LeBron just airballed it.
Good night,
Oh
Nico.
shit!
It's so hard to watch your team get their ass kicked. I'm a Blazers fan. It's routine, but we don't expect to win like these guys do. It gotta hurt.
Hey, Wood, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Xander Wood is there. Okay, good.
Oh
Say
man.
what?
Well,
No, I was making sure that y'all was there.
Yeah, this game's a wrap, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for tomorrow, man.
Yeah, all right. So you ready to shut down?
I'm with that. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we done. The Lakers ought to be ashamed of themselves. Everybody pull back up tomorrow, man. We're gonna be back with another one. Everybody look out for my video. I got a video dropping tomorrow on Kid Austin. Y'all go check that out this tomorrow morning. Boxing. I'm telling you, you need to support this boxing stuff because it's big business going on. You already know what it is. Kid Austin, he's down. I don't want to say too much. But I'm just saying. Just know Kid Austin, the money team. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's Flight Sports TV. Everybody hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. We out.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.